I don't have friends. I got family.
This is Steve Downs, the voice of Master Chief, Sierra 117. And you're watching Xbox Ultimate. Now, finish the fight. Chief out.
Hello, everybody. What is up? This is Xbox Ultimate Podcast, episode numero 63. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you in the chat. I see some awesome names already hanging out nice and early, as always. Hey, look what Kate made. I just saw BACfromthedead in the chat saying, hey, anything planned for a Halloween stream? Well, Kate already got to work with a Halloween layout for the show. She's a little obsessed with Michael Myers, even though we watched Halloween Kills last night.
We didn't finish it.
Oh my gosh, that was rough, guys. I don't know. Like, out of Halloween movies, like, I've seen a lot of them, but ooh, baby, I don't know if that's the one for me. But hey, we're gonna have some fun. We got Xbox talk. We have an awesome guest. This guy is his first time on this show. He is on a podcast and just started a gaming channel. And I think today is actually technically the last day of Spanish Heritage Month, isn't it? So, like, kind of fitting in some way because you are on a Spanish-speaking podcast in Sour Blow Gaming. So, hey, well, welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. And what's up, Louis? How are you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing great, guys. I mean, I'm really excited to be here with you guys. You can't imagine how excited, how psyched I am. I mean, I've been psyched since you told me to come and join. I mean, seriously, I even came do the promo with my shaving cream and all that stuff. I mean, I'm excited.
well, that's what I mean. The main reason I asked you to be here because I just love the energy that you put out there. It's like this positive, excited vibe, right? And I'm completely all for that. 100%. Love the energy you have. Love the stuff you're doing, man. And it also, like, for you and everybody on Sour Blow to, like, have that podcast as well. That's sticking to speaking Spanish and stuff. I think it's a good thing you're doing that as well, and focusing the channel on that. And also, you're starting something else. You just started your own YouTube channel, Crazy Lui Gaming.
Yes.
So
yes.
Like, what's the plans for that, dude?
Well, I mean, the plans that we're gonna start. I mean, I was talking to Sour Blow the other day, and we decided like to do like a special program. It's gonna be called CST, Crazy Sour Talk. We still have not come up with a date, but we're gonna do a date so we can talk about like a couple things, you know, what's going on in gaming, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, man. Excited to see that.
Look at him. He's already got merch and everything.
I know. He's like ahead of the game. He's
I love it.
Way ahead of when we started. If you go watch the first stuff that I did on this channel,
yeah, I know.
You've seen things transform. That's freaking awesome.
Thank you.
We also have some of our usual panel here today. Ladies on vacation, 3-bits out with the family tonight. Lupa is still getting better at home right now, so not ready to come back yet. So shout out to Lupa. We love you. We miss you. Lady, we miss you as well. 3-bit, we miss you as well. Hey, well, first in my heart, my lovely wife, Kaitlin. What's up, babe?
Not much. A little under the weather, but I'm excited for the show.
Yeah, you started not feeling that great. Our daughter just got over being sick again.
Yeah, that's school sickness. It's that school sickness.
It's like 4 times since school started.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. They're like, we just can't keep her in school right now. It's tough. She has band class on Wednesdays. Okay, I guess it's some like 4th grade thing where they initiate them into like instrumental music and stuff. So she has a band class on Wednesdays And so far, she's only been to one. One. If for some reason it's always on a Wednesday, is what like she starts getting sick. But you can't. I'm not gonna send my kid to school with a fever. You know, and I'm not gonna be that parent either.
Well, you're not
you know
supposed to, so.
No, but there's parents that do that stuff, right? You know, like, hey, you're getting other kids sick too. Just saying. Hey,
okay.
Sorry, it gets me upset when I see sick kids at school.
Okay, let's go.
Pong Soul, Encyclopedia of Gaming, dating back to the very first game ever created. What's up, man? How's it going?
Hey, it's Friday night. We've got a man who is so excited about everything going on as a guest that he shouts out podcasts early. We've got a man so hyped to be here that he does more prep work than the host ever will. That's Crazy Louie. We love this guy. Welcome to Xbox Ultimate, Crazy Louie. Glad you could be here tonight, brother. For sure. Like Mav said, you bring the energy every time I see you, and I love that. You know that. That's one of my things too. So thank you for showing up and guesting with us. Great to have you here, man. And can't wait to see you keep kicking ass as you build up your channel. So shout out to you, brother, for sure. Family, it is great to be here. Lupa, 3-bit lady, miss you all. Can't wait to see you all back on here at some time. But it is Friday night. So look, first things first. Before we hop into Xbox Ultimate, we've got some breaking news that came late tonight. Not game related at all. Breaking news.
Okay.
But we got to talk about it real quick before we head into the gaming news section. So, Mav, would you like to tell everybody the situation that we discussed in the DMs and what you finally figured out? For anybody that's been listening to the show for long enough, okay? For anybody who's been listening to the show for
I
long
have no
enough,
idea what y'all are talking about.
will understand this. Yeah. So everybody here, this is non-game related, but if you've been watching Fun Speculations show, you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. So Mav, do you want me to break it down, or would you just like to come out and tell everybody?
What the hell is happening?
Just have at it, bro. Just have at it. This is more of a fun pop thing, but like, if you guys tune into fun pop, then you know the story behind it.
Oh, they've heard it here as well. They've heard it here as well. So
go for it, Pong.
Look. Okay. So Mav has this thing where he believes that Solo, out of all the Star Wars movies, is a great freaking movie. Okay, we've had this argument here. We've had it on Fun Pop. I've mentioned it many times. Mav, go ahead and tell me what you told me in the DMs. What happened the other night, and what was the end result?
Well, as you know, like Kate, we got her to finally watch Star Wars, and we watched the prequels first, okay? Because we're gonna watch the timeline order. And then the other night we were trying to pick a movie, and I was like, "Hey, let's continue with that." And timeline order would be Solo, so let's go back. And it's like, and plus, I love Solo; it's such a great movie, right? I don't know, I think I was misremembering things, because we made it about 30 minutes through, and Kate was like, "What is this garbage? It's not even Star Wars." Now she's like a new Star Wars fan, and she was already quick to recognize how un-Star Wars Solo was, right? And so I'm watching, and I'm like realizing after watching the prequels, I'm like, yo, this really sucks.
Mav, who on this panel has told you that movie sucked?
Everybody. Now, I the first time I watched it, I enjoyed it. Maybe I was just in a really good mood or something, like I don't know. Like I had a lot of fun watching it the first time. I thought it was cool. But man, like going back and watching it now, I was like, it was pretty rough.
Ass.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is even going on in this movie?
Yeah.
Look, you guys have heard a little bit of it here. You guys have, if you watch Fun Pop, you definitely would have heard about it. But you don't understand how many times this man, and even in some of our party chats, defended Solo to the end of his days. So guess what, people? Miracles do happen.
Yeah.
Mav finally realized the error of his ways.
Yes, I have.
And so, hey, guess what? If that's the case, anything can happen now.
Yeah.
Mav finally figured out that solo does suck. So thank you very much. Anyways, thanks for obviously helping me there, Mav, and getting that breaking news out. I thought it was very important.
Yeah, I appreciate you bringing that up, Pong. Thank you. Yeah, that was great.
No, we're gonna have a great Friday night. We got great topics. We got a lot going on. And again, there's been a miracle in our presence. It doesn't get anything better. It doesn't get any better than that. So let's have a great show, guys.
Yeah, man. Hey, and we also have, hopefully you don't bring something else up. Mellow fellow from outer space, Psychonauts. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Been working. Work's been kicking my ass, and been just playing a
You're
little
doing
bit here
great,
and
sweetie.
Thank you. And been playing a little bit here and there, but I was actually watching. I don't know if you guys watched it. It's like the twist on like this like history thing that it's like if Drain the Oceans on Disney Plus, and it's really cool. So like they were doing the like U-boat that sank in the ocean, and they were doing scans, and they can they like take the waterway and show these ships and other things that have been lost in under the ocean for so long, and no one's seen it since when they were where they appeared. And it's just really cool, like
What's it called?
But Drain the Oceans. So if you guys want to check
Sounds
something
fascinating.
It does.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that. Yeah, honestly.
So do
that
I.
makes it worth a watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do want to say one thing in chat. What do you guys think of Robert Pattinson as Batman? Chat.
I don't know who Robert Patterson is, so
Pattinson, whatever.
Pattinson, is it?
Pattinson.
Hey.
Wait. I'm kind of lost. Robert Pattinson is the guy from
The sparkly vampire.
And
the-
he's
oh, yeah,
done
the
more
vamp-
than that. He's not just
Oh
a
my
word.
god. Oh my god. Oh no. Please no.
Sorry,
He's
man.
gonna be
I had to
great,
bring
guys.
that
Did
up.
you see? He beat the shit out of that guy in that trailer. Like he was.
hashtag Team Edward.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
He's gonna be great, guys. He's gonna do great. We had a
Mhm.
we had a debate. Is this Fun Pop? Like, what's going on right now?
We did have a great fun pop show behind the scenes without being on the air. That's
I
for
mean-
damn sure.
Anyway, guys, you
Sorry,
jump.
I had to bring it up. I had to bring that up.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm all for it. I think the Batman is going to be great. We're going to see a sneak peek of
Sneaky,
it.
yes,
tomorrow.
Christian Bale is the best one. You are correct. Yes.
Bale was great.
Michael Keaton.
Mike Keaton is the best.
Michael Keaton is a close
Mike Keaton
second.
is the best.
He's a
Is the
close
best.
second.
Keaton for me.
Bale
Mike
is
Keaton
the
is the
best.
best. I mean,
I'm
the
surprised you
suit
don't
matches,
think Michael
his eyes
Keaton
matches.
with your age.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. No, you would be mistaken. He would actually be all for Adam West.
Ah,
Yes, Adam West was fantastic for
Yeah.
what it
What?
was. Yes.
Chris Jones hitting us early with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Chris. Said, did Mav get Kaitlin the Maverick makeup? Hashtag Sith Lords rise up. Not yet. It's in the. It's
No,
in
but
the-
I guess if I want to get any, I have to get it and put it on.
No, you don't have to. Like, it's just be a request. Wait, that
Oh,
sounds
wow.
bad. No, you know what I mean. Hey, all right, let's move on from that topic as well.
All right,
The Xbox Ultimate Podcast, guys. This is gonna be a
Welcome
great
to
show.
Xbox Ultimate, Louis.
Oh man, I'm still laughing about that. I mean,
Oh, dude, thanks, Chris. And I want to get something out of the way real quick first, because
How many things do we have to get out of the way first? What the fuck is going on tonight?
It's a light news week, okay? Like, what are we gonna do? So, all right, I had attempted to stumble into a podcast earlier and just listen, right? Because I like to.
Oh, don't tell me you
Oh,
tried
no.
too.
And say
Oh,
hi.
Jesus
You know, I like to go in there and like, hey, you know, I have a lot of people that like the stuff that enjoy it, and I'm gonna go in there and like, you know, man, I get sick of something.
Both you and Psycho know better. Jesus.
I know, man, and I always tell people, hey, don't feed the trolls, right? Don't feed the trolls. Like they. But I just got to say this real quick, okay? I want to make a pledge to our audience, okay? Anybody that's ever listening to anything on this channel that comes from my mouth, I guarantee you it'll be how I feel and not some made up fake concern. mostly positive talk. When we have a criticism or a critique of something, it will be based on actual information or a personal feeling, not to drive traffic or clicks to the channel. Actually, something that it has a little bit of integrity behind it, right? So just want to put that out there. I get sick of this stuff. It actually like causes problems with community and people, the way they think about things, and it drives these fake narratives and these fake conversations based on false information and fake concern over nothing. And when
but Mav, it's just jokes amongst friends, don't you know?
No,
it's just jokes,
are
man.
Okay, but these are actual questions when they're actually trying to take these topics seriously.
It's just joking. Yeah, I know.
Like some of the
that's how they play it.
I like the jokes and stuff sometimes. You know, like people want to like make fun of Xbox occasionally. Whatever, that's fine. I make jokes like about Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, all that stuff. I criticize Nintendo, right? Because I actually believe in what I'm saying when I say that stuff, right? Like I have critiques over different things and stuff because I actually believe that. But a lot of these shows that I've seen are still stuck in like 2013 where they're still trying to push a certain thing because it worked for them.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, move on to the way things are today and drive conversation about the way things are now and what's going on in the actual world based on real information. Because these people that are doing this are actually extremely intelligent and are very smart. And they actually don't believe, you can't convince me that they believe a lot of the stuff that they say. Therefore, it lacks integrity. It's all for show. It's all for attention. It's all for clicks. It's all for traffic. I don't feed into that, and this channel never will. I just making that pledge. Okay. Moving on from that, we got a $5 super chat again from Chris Jones. Robert Pattinson died Harry Potter like a joke. LOL. I don't get it.
Me either.
I think you did.
Huh?
Because he was in Harry Potter. He was in the Goblet of Fire.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He was.
Oh,
was?
yeah.
Cedric.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was. Okay, so have y'all seen Lost City of Z? Robert
Yes.
Pattinson was in that.
He did not make that movie.
No, he's not. No, he didn't make the movie, but he didn't play. He didn't play Edward, right? He is a completely different character.
No,
Like,
yeah, I know, but the better one to bring up is The Lighthouse. For anybody who's seen The Lighthouse, he did an absolutely ridiculously good job. I loved him in that. He's a good actor. He can act outside of just being a sparkly vampire. I get that. He's not bad.
But I don't get it, you guys. Twilight is good.
Yeah, it's just like
It's
you
great.
know, you
It's
got
amazing.
you got these macho guys like, hey, we don't want any sparkly vampires.
So was
in our
General
Batman
Hospital.
Oh man.
So-
Not done. But
Hey,
Haters.
everything's gonna be okay. All right, we're gonna see how this movie is. I don't know. We're gonna talk about games and we're gonna talk about Xbox. Thanks
Welcome
for
to Friday
sticking
Night
with
Fun
us.
Pop, everybody. We're skipping the games tonight. We are just going to continue with this.
Well, the next
Crazy Louie, all of your research and all your prep work, throw it out.
yes.
We're doing Fun Pop.
Right now. I'm gonna do it right now. Yeah.
Y'all
I
wanna-
can do fun pop, no problem. I'll do anything.
y'all want to start with fuck. I almost
Fun
said
Pop?
Yeah.
Do y'all want to start with mini fridges?
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Let's
the
start with mini fridges. I mean, I'm in love with that mini fridge. I want a
Yeah,
mini fridge.
it's cute.
It's awesome.
I heard it can fit like 12 cans
Yeah, that's what they
and
say.
maybe
12
some like
yeah.
string cheese on the side.
No, candy
Ooh.
bars.
beef sticks.
Candy bars. M&M's. M&M's.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah, M&M's.
Some cold
Oh,
Reese cups.
oh yes. Oh, that's so good. Oh my god.
String cheese.
The mini fridge is so big it can fit your real Series X inside of it. That's how big it is. All right.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aaron,
wow.
I was just watching Aaron Greenberg's TikTok and he had his Series X inside the mini fridge and he opened it up, pulled out his Series X, closed it, and they got lights. You can light up the top portion where the grid is, and it lights up green, and then the Xbox symbol lights up, and then there's a USB charging port to charge your controller while your
No way.
drinks
Babe, I
are
want one
being
too.
cooled.
Oh, you want one too?
$100
Well, the
I
thing
want one
is,
too.
I think they're going to
Target.
be hard to get because they're actually having pre-sales and stuff on this
No.
thing soon. But It
Can
is
I just
only
say,
100
I think
bucks.
they hit the nail on the head with the price point.
Yes.
I mean,
that's what I wanted to
Yes.
say. $100 because I've been on record as saying, no way, this thing's gonna be like $200, right?
Well, a lot of people were like 150. I was hoping for anything on like under $150 because
it's totally reasonable.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
Psycho, you listened to the spaces, right?
yeah.
Okay, I wasn't in there. I saw what was going on, but I was working. So did they talk about, is this something they want with that price point, with them
Mhm.
partnering with Target as one of the main retailers?
Mhm.
I get the feeling that this is something they're going to continuously offer. This is not going to be like a limited edition thing.
Right.
Like it's going to be hard to find up front,
Mhm.
but I have a
Yes.
feeling that we're going to see this like continue. Like they just want to sell this like as a something you can
Yes.
buy for your game room, right?
Yeah.
Yes, they
Yeah.
said that this is not going to be a limited run.
Sweet.
As long as the demand is there,
Keeps
they will
going.
supply it,
Right.
and they will
That's freaking
continue
fantastic.
It.
And
They
you can order from
already
the Gear Shop too, Xbox Gear Shop and at Target.
Yeah. Because they already said that the first wave that they're going to be releasing here in the 19th for pre-orders. They already have a second wave coming up soon once they figure out how many they have allotted, and just by that spaces and just hearing everyone how excited they are and everything, it seems to me that this is not going to go away
Right.
anytime soon. Maybe a year or two from now, maybe they'll think about maybe stop producing it. But if the demand's there, shit, this could probably go throughout the whole freaking launch.
That's what I'm saying. At $99, they must have gotten a sweetheart deal. Like that's way lower than I thought they were going to come in at.
Yeah.
So they must have gotten a sweetheart deal and told whoever that they're working with. I think I saw the company actually tweeted out who's working with them that they will continue to sell this thing. And so volume is going to be there because again, at $99 sitting in a Target, that's like that's one of those impulse buys when people were walking through. It's just like an Xbox Lite or anything else that they sell from the Xbox branding. Like that mini fridge can sell forever.
Yeah.
That's great. It's fantastic.
Now, one other thing with the fridge, it's not a refrigerator. So how I forget the thermo wave, I think he was calling it. It's like cold air that's being put in,
Circulated,
cooling down your
Time for the
sodas
percolator.
or beer.
Time for the percolator.
So it's going to be one of those things that if you put your drinks in there, it's going to take a couple hours to cool down.
Yeah.
But it's one of those. It's for $100. I mean, come on.
For $100.
Yeah, that sounds odd. And also, if the more complicated it is, the more possible problems you could have. It's so simpler, cheap, right? Louis, are you in the market for an Xbox mini fridge?
Oh man, the thing is, like if I could buy it, seriously, I would buy it. It would be awesome. And here, it's hard, like because it's hard to get. Not only that, the Dominican Republic is pro PlayStation, so yeah, it's a hard sell here. But seriously, I would want to get one. Yeah, along the way.
Do you guys have a Target there, Louis?
No, we don't have a Target. We have a Price Mart, and that's about it. Yeah.
So the Xbox Gear Shop is supposed to be offering them for shipping as well. So I don't know.
Are they? Because I'm looking at Target's website right now. It's already there. It has a page that says coming soon. And it says only at Target.
Well, here, so the reason I'm saying that is because Aaron Greenberg made a tweet recently. Because Target Canada, I'm trying to find it. Target Canada isn't able to ship locally. So he said, but if you order from the Xbox Gear Shop, they will ship it to you in Canada. So I don't know if it's a special thing just for Canada or what.
No. Well, what they said during the spaces, what they said was that they want this to go globally, but they have to work with each region and each market because there's a lot of stipulations with sending it's a refrigerator, so there's different laws and the FCC and everything, all that. So they said that Canada at the moment, Target is not going to have them, but they're working on it right now even to all over the world to get these into people's hands. So they said right now, just be patient, but it will be coming globally. And so it was really, really cool to hear, just everything that they were talking about in that spaces. That was really neat what they were talking about. I mean, it was a mini fridge and they had almost an hour freaking space talk.
I put a link to the Target thing in the chat.
Oh, that's good.
Did they say when it's going to be available? Like what day it comes out?
No, October 19th, I think it was. It's gonna be available October 19th.
Pre-orders.
Pre-orders, right?
Yeah, pre-orders, yeah.
Okay, so this is
Yeah,
what he
and-
said specifically. He said, unfortunately, we got an update today. Target cannot offer shipping to Canada through their website. Good news is fans in Canada will be able to purchase directly from the Xbox Gear shop as part of our first wave of deliveries in December. We'll share more pre-order details soon. So maybe this is just something they're doing specifically for Canada, right? For
right now, yeah.
Right.
That is, but they do want to go globally, so
Oh, I hope
they're-
so.
they're working on it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hope.
'cause
I
there's
wonder
so
if
many-
we can save 5% with our Target Red Card.
Oh, yeah.
There
Yeah,
you
we
go.
have it. If
And anybody
Target
can
Red
get a
Card.
Target Red Card. It's not a credit card.
yeah, you just
It
Mhm.
just links to your bank account.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, we do it. We use that at a Target and get 5% off.
And you
every
save
time.
5% on everything, even like video games, accessories, everything. It's really worth it if you
Can
shop
it
at
work?
Target a lot.
Can it work for international people like me?
I don't know. It's a great
I
question.
don't know.
That's a good question. We have to find that out.
I
I don't see why not if they offer shipping there.
Shout out to Vic
Oh.
the Click. Hit us with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, sir. He says, so am I hearing this correct? I can fit my Xbox Series X in it and run it at peak power? Louis, you can get Amazon shipping to DR, so tranquilo, bro. LOL.
Tranquilo, bro. LO. All right, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I know I want one for in here. I want it more
Uh,
for display reasons, honestly. Like I'll probably put a couple
Yeah.
bottles of water in it to keep my waters cold, But
Yeah.
I said
I-
you
I
can't
wanna
put
put it, like,
anything in
here.
it because then I won't ever
Yeah.
see you.
well,
It's,
the thing is, we
I'm
already
just
have a
kidding.
mini fridge upstairs, right? So but yeah,
It
string cheese.
actually it says only available with drive up or order pickup. That's like what they did with the PlayStation.
Yeah, interesting.
yeah. It's
$100 though. Look, at price point though, I'm like super happy
Yep.
about.
hmm
Because
It's
it's a fan
eight-
service thing. It doesn't need to. They don't need to make a big profit. on it.
yeah. It's 18 inches tall, 9 inches deep, and
What-
9 inches wide.
What's the weight on it? Because that's something I was trying to look
Oh,
for.
it's
and I couldn't
ultra
find.
light. It's ultra light.
Really?
Yeah, because it's not your typical refrigerant like type of refrigerator. So
Alright.
it doesn't have all those components. So it has what they use. They said they have an AC adapter, so you can take it camping with you. You can take it tailgating. Yeah.
Oh man.
So they really thought about this.
Oh,
Got a
man.
USB plug-in so you can charge devices off of it too, which is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
It
is
says
the
it will
lights.
arrive at retailers, which I guess would be Target, in December.
So here's a picture of it. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it says that it can hold up to 12 cans of drinks and has 2 shelves on the side of the door designed to hold snacks. It even has a USB at the front to charge devices. Holy crap, that's
Yeah.
really cool. It also comes
It's
equipped with a
plastic,
DC
we
powered.
just said.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. But the mini fridge was first. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Hey, that's really cool though. I like that. $100.
It's plastic too.
Can't beat it. $100 for something that's just for the fans, really, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Xbox is not looking to go into the fridge business. You know what
I'm
I
gonna
mean?
wait for the mid-gen
course.
refresh.
They had to go to the fridge business. I mean, remember all those memes when that box came out? They started with fridges. I mean, we even had blocks, concrete blocks, like a concrete block for houses. It went crazy. So I like how they took that joke and made it real.
Yep.
That's awesome.
The one
Yeah.
thing that will come true is this Xbox will have no games. So a little disappointed in that.
Bad
Oh, yeah,
dad
that
joke.
too. Yeah.
That was bad joke. Okay. Sorry, I was listening to this podcast earlier, and it just infected my brain, man. I don't know.
Well, that's what happens.
Yeah, it does, man. Like you go in there, okay, everything's gonna be okay. A lot of people like this person. I got to get over the fact that I don't like them. I go in there, 5 seconds, I'm triggered, man. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Like, it's so stupid. All right, moving on. Next topic. Is that a smooth transition?
No, but keep going.
Okay.
You're making it worse.
Battle. All right. So I wanted to talk. Hey, Battlefield Hazard Zone. Okay. So this trailer, I think it dropped yesterday, right? And I checked this out. It looks really good. It looks really cool. Like you got this mode. It's kind of like Battle Royales ish, right? You're going around getting extraction points, or you're getting files or whatever. Then you got to make it to the extraction zone. Honestly, very similar to what they announced in the Ghost Recon Frontlines trailer, right? As far as you're doing the same thing. You're going around collecting things, trying to defeat other squads, and making it to an extraction point. But this one was received very well, as opposed to Ghost Recon Frontline wasn't. And there was one reason for that, I believe. Because it's on top of an existing Battlefield game.
Exactly.
Right?
Oh, okay. Exactly.
It's an addition to, right? It's not replacing what we all love about a franchise and saying, hey, we're going to just do this with it now.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, I don't know if like you guys took that away from it as well, because like ultimately it's the same mode almost, right? One had a huge positive reception, one had a hugely negative reception. Louis, what did you think of the Hazard Zone trailer?
I saw it today and I was like, whoa, it's pretty cool. I don't know how big the map is. I don't know if you guys got that info, but I imagine it's got to be a big.
It's taking place on the existing maps, I believe, within the game, which are huge.
Yeah.
To begin with.
Oh, that's cool. That's gonna be great. And what you gotta do is you gotta find out what's like the satellites are coming down, and you gotta find the extract the files. What's it called? I forgot. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's basically like files you extract or something.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
extract
there's two points to collect from on each map. So
okay.
Yeah.
And then there's PvE because you've got the people protecting, like the AI is going to have groups of people protecting and trying to grab the satellites too, but just obviously more protecting. And then you're also going to be competing against the other live players as well, the other groups to try to get those same points. So yeah, it's going to be intense for sure.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be some special drives you have to extract. That's what it's called, drives. And so there's some other drives that give you more money. It's like the dirty market money, I think it's called, and it makes you buy more gears, like to help you pinpoint more satellites and all that stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting.
Now, is this developed by a different team, or is it the same core team? Because I remember when they were talking about this to begin with Battlefield, they have multiple teams working on it. Like they had, in fact, the team was working on Portal, right? Then you have the team working on this other mode, and then you had the teams working on the main modes, right? So I think like, I don't know if there's overall concern necessarily with this mode, just because of the issues with the beta. I don't know how that stuff works, or if that's just a game engine thing or whatever. Have you heard anything, Pong or Psycho, about who is specifically developing? Because I saw Criterion's name in the credits.
Ripple Effect is doing this one.
Yeah, Ripple Effect. Okay, so that's the team that after this is done with, Vince Zampella is creating a new game with Ripple Effect.
Correct.
Which I'm excited about as well.
Yep.
So, hey, Hazard Zone, the trailer was impressive. Psycho, did you have a chance to check it out?
Yeah, I mean, when that wingsuit guy came in after the sniper got the double headshot, and he came in and hot and rolled and then stabbed the dude. I mean, it's cool because it's because he said it's not your classic battle royale, so it's going to be a battle royale. But you're a squad of 4 versus other squads of 4 of, I think, up to 128 players, if that's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
if I take that away from Battlefield. So it's going to be 4 squads versus the rest of these squads, and it's going to be so instead of what is it? Apex is like 3 teams of 3, right?
Yeah,
Teams of 3,
Apex
yeah.
is 3. Yeah.
So this is teams of 4. So which I like. I'm like, man, why can't we have a team of 4? You know, a squad of 4. And so here, this type of battle royale. So this got me a little bit more excited for Battlefield 2042 because you know, having a different take to a battle royale. You know, instead of just we all take each other out. There's also trying to get the files and other things to do in this mode, and it's just really interesting. And the best thing is they added on top of the game. So if Ubisoft, you're listening, follow the steps, don't take away with what you're doing with Ghost Recon. Follow EA and give it and put it as a mode instead of a standalone game.
There's other games that have the same exact, pretty much the same exact thing, but not like that. Like for example, like what Jasper said in the chat, it's the Hunt Showdown. It's pretty much the same thing, but you got to kill monsters and grab the bounties and go back and you get money to buy more weapons, more stuff. Yeah, to make the game better.
Yeah, I think that's the key though. Like 100%. It's like this is an addition to. It's not replacing it. Like, and that's the one thing like Ubisoft has kept doing. Like they keep like mainlining their franchises into these other things. Whereas, this is the way to do it. You give the core the experience that they're looking for and fell in love with, and then you expand upon it with something new, right? Like even Fortnite didn't launch as solely a battle royale game. They had the save the world mode first, and then they added battle royale, and it just clicked. They didn't know it was going to take off like it did. Otherwise that would have been all they did to begin with, right? Like it, and I think everybody's just chasing that, or not everybody. Ubisoft in particular is extra just chasing that. They want that Fortnite money. You know what I mean? That completely changed Epic forever. Right? They want that big strike, and they're taking all their IPs and they're just throwing it at these different models to try and get something. And the Hyperscape didn't work, so that's why they're using their existing IPs now. And you got all these announcements: Assassin's Creed, Infinity, and Heartland, and X Defiant, and Ghost Recon Frontlines. And now I think they're starting to catch on that people don't want this from their franchises because they even delisted or delayed which was supposed to start today. The test for Ghost Recon Frontline, and with an indefinite delay, without a new date. So, and it shows the comparison. Now everybody sees this new mode from Battlefield, which is almost exactly the same, but a completely different take on it. Because also the other thing, like the trailer was way better. Like the way they introduced Frontline was really like cringy. Right, like it's just not a good way to like promote a game. They did the same thing with X Defiant. Like they got to figure stuff out at Ubisoft. But I hope for the best.
How did this become a Ubisoft rant?
I don't, because man, it's like it hits my soul like with Ubisoft.
Yeah, but you just got to let it play out, brother. You just got to. Same stuff happened with EA, right? And they eventually got caught on, right? After failure, after all their attempts, they finally. And yes, Zampella has a lot to do with that, but we know, Ubisoft is one of the most talented developers out there, right? They've got so many people and so much talent underneath their umbrella that eventually the higher ups are going to have to listen if they keep failing. And I know we have to go through the tough parts, but we had to go through those tough parts with EA too. It's going to be fine, man. They're going to come out of it one way or the other. They're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
And they're going to realize they got to go back.
Yeah.
They got to go back. But, just on the Battlefield stuff for people who don't remember, Ripple Effect is the old Dice LA. So Mav had asked whether or not we should have any concerns. No, Dice LA, for any of you who don't remember, are responsible for all the expansions in Battlefield 4. And if you guys remember playing the expansions of Battlefield 4, which Mav and I and Psycho, I think you joined us a couple nights too when we were going back to Battlefield 4. Those expansions are awesome. Those expansions are so crazy good, diverse, totally different. So they're used to that. They also helped on incursions in Battlefield 1. So, which was a great mode. Not a lot of people played it because Battlefield 1, was Battlefield 1. A lot of people got sick and tired of it. A lot of people, there was a great core base of people who loved that game, but a lot of people fell off pretty quick. But Incursions was its own separate gameplay style, and so they did a nice job there as well. So nobody should have any concerns about Ripple Effect taking over this portion of the development. These guys know what they're doing. They're a veteran team. By far. So that's probably why it looks as good as it does. Can I just say, to this day, Battlefield trailers are simply the best trailers put together. Whoever does their trailers gets it. Like, there is nothing better than watching a battle. I don't care if you've got like down feelings about Battlefield. I don't care. The Battlefield 5 trailers are great. It doesn't matter what they do, but when they showed this, like, man, I got goosebumps, man. It is so good looking how they put these trailers together. And it got me instantly excited. Of course, I'm already excited for Battlefield 2042, unlike a lot of people. But at the end of the day, I just think that whoever does those trailers should get extra awards because they are just simply some of the best.
Amazing.
Yeah, really.
Now, did you guys check out the EA Battlefield 42 link for for this mode? They talk a little bit more what's going on and what they're going to be showing, weapons and tactical upgrades, specialists, and some additional modes. So there's like uplinks, like I think Crazy Louie was alluding to.
Yes.
Uplinks scattered throughout the map, and they give you, there's 3 types of vehicle, ranger, reinforcement. And like reinforcement is you can get downed players back into the game.
That's the only way you can do it, right? That's kind of Apex, right, Mav? Is that Apex?
Apex,
you have to go.
They had to spend money to find certain posts.
They have Apex is like changing constantly. It's like every season they add new stuff. So like it started out as just 3 teams, and you had these pillboxes around that had weapons and stuff, and you'd find random weapons laying around, and then you just whoever survived the last one, right?
But if somebody died, you could bring them back at a station.
Yes, there's a revive station.
Right.
You grab their beacon and go to the revive station, and then they bring a dropship in, and they drop in, and they have to get all new gear, right?
I thought I remembered that from the little bit I played Apex.
Yeah, Apex is my favorite battle royale.
I know.
It plays really well.
I watch people play it. It's amazing.
In fact, I'm a fan of the battle royale genre. Like I like battle royales. I had a lot of time and fun playing Fortnite with you, babe. I think you like battle royales too, right? And we just
we actually hopped on Apex today.
Yeah, we did. Apex has an arena mode now as well, which is actually awesome. We played that for the first time today. It's just and this is not necessarily, it's just about changing the franchises completely to be that, as opposed to adding it on. Like Halo Infinite, I would like if they did something like that as well. If they took an idea like what Battlefield is doing or something and made an own Halo version of that as an extra mode, right? Like put a whole team behind it. You know what I mean? Like that could be pretty cool. And Ripple Effect, I guess, they were deserving and talented enough to earn the right to make this next game, whatever they're going to be making after they're done with this. So I think this has a lot of potential. What did you think of the trailer, Psycho?
Of the Battlefield?
Yeah,
I liked it. It's really cool, and it's really neat because I'm just reading this right now because I didn't check out the media stuff, but they're saying you can get dark market credits. So now you can upgrade your weapons and other things to better for the next match. You can get better, and it's just really neat because other games really don't do that. You have to go and find the weapons throughout the match, and so you can end up just having a pistol, because I know Apex sometimes we hot drop into an area and it's just like it's nothing but shotgun pistols and I'm like, yo, give me a freaking why can't I have the car or something, but it's really neat. I'm excited. At first the beta was like what it was, but if if we get this mode and it really takes off, there's definitely this is gonna live on for a long while. It's definitely going to give players more than just your typical multiplayer experience. Now having this type a battle royale that they're going to give to us, that's really going to, like someone like myself and even you, we all could squad up and just play if we want to sit there and play like a typical multiplayer match. So
yeah,
it's definitely interesting. I like it.
Louis, is your mother in the chat?
Oh yeah, she's there.
Hi, Louis' mom.
Hi, Mama Louie.
Mama Louis.
Hi, Mom, and Micah thought it was my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, that's
oh,
awesome. You got family here.
Oh, the thing is, what you were talking about, Psychonauts, is that before you go in the match, there's gonna be a breathing room, right? Where you get to spend your dark market credits in there to upgrade your gear, to help you out for the next match. That's something I read. I was like, wow, that's amazing. I mean, get ready for the next match like that. That's cool because I'm also a big Battle Royale fan. I love Battle Royale fans. I'm a big Fortnite fan. I love Fortnite. I'm crazy with Fortnite. It's one of my favorite Battle Royales. And yeah, it's cool that they did this. I mean, breathing, like you have to work hard to get better weapons, like get the money to make better weapons, get better gadgets. That's crazy. That's awesome. Totally happy with that.
Oh yeah, it's a different take with battle royales. A lot of the battle royales are kind of similar, just like Warzone and Apex. I mean, their play styles are different, but it's the same goal.
It's the same goal.
Yeah,
squad
and
up.
Battlefield tried it before too, and didn't really succeed because they tried it with Firestorm, and I was really excited for that because when Battle Royale became a genre, I was like, I remember, I can't wait till Battlefield does this because like if out of anything, Battlefield was like made for it, right? It's like already had everything. It just didn't click. Just something about it felt off. It just like wasn't. I don't know. It just wasn't great, right? So this could be the big, great Battlefield Battle Royale experience. So we're gonna see. Babe, are you excited about that? Are you more excited about Battlefield because of that than you were previously?
Yes, 100%. I love Battle Royale.
Okay, well that's
awesome.
That's to the point too. Like yes, absolutely, that's what they wanted to achieve. That they're gonna get a bigger audience potentially because of this as well. The catch is still with Battlefield, a $70 game. That's going to still limit the amount of players that can potentially dive into something like that, as opposed to like a lot of the battle royales out there are free to play, right? So it's easier to just dive into, and so when you have like this,
but it's not just a battle royale game for $70.
It's definitely you're getting a lot. The Battlefield portal alone is like
but
that's enough for me.
The cool thing that I take from this is that if this is successful, then they could, if they wanted, to make it free to play to get players engaging into the, and if they like, oh my god, I love this, let me check out the game and pay, to buy.
Well, that's what Halo's doing for the regular multiplayer, right? They're trying to get a bigger audience. Like that's the one thing with like multiplayer games, like when you have a buy-in, a larger buy-in, like it no matter what, you're still, even if you sell 10 million 20 million copies, it's still not going to potentially have the same reach as somebody can be like, okay, this is free, I'm going to try it out, right? Because you're getting the people that are excited about it, or as opposed to people that are just wanting to try it, right? So
always Game Pass. Always.
What's up?
Yeah.
Not true, Jasper. Not true. Whatever, man.
6 months to a year, Battlefield will be in Game Pass.
Correct. And they'll do plenty of free to play weekends. They always do that. Yeah. They'll get people interested once they got the game right. So all of us beta testers who will be in there day one. So I'll be testing it for all of you guys.
Did they say that this mode will be available at launch?
Yes.
That's another big difference from Firestorm as well, because Firestorm took like 6 months or so to come out, almost, I think. And
by that time, Battlefield 5 had been dead. Battlefield 5 was dead at that point.
Toast.
So Yeah, all 3 of these modes are supposed to be out at launch. So
Awesome.
That's cool. And I like that they announced this, that, you know, because for first it was just like, I was like, multiplayer, the portal was cool. And I think that was pretty much it for the modes, correct? For the Battlefield 42.
Yeah,
so
they
like,
said that originally when they made the original announcement, they had 3 modes to announce. One was this, which is like more than what we played in the beta. There's like, you know, with a traditional Battlefield experience, you get other modes other than Conquest, right? But I mean, baseline experiences, you're gonna get the Battlefield experience, regular traditional Battlefield experience, which is all we used to get, right? Plus, you're also going to get the Hazard Zone and Battlefield Portal, all made by different teams and stuff. And like the EA is really going all out on this thing. They got a lot riding on it, I think. So I'm hoping for the best for this game. I hope it doesn't launch in the state that we played it in.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Yeah, you had the, did you have the shadow dance?
the word you were looking for was phenomenal. Not terrible.
But forgive Pong and his magic.
That's okay. I forgive you, Louis. You're in the Dominican Republic. It's okay. I understand.
No. I mean, oh my god, I'm telling you, when I was playing this game, I was like, whoa, wait, what? All of a sudden, this brown spot right here, and I was like, what? And then this shadow, I was like, whoa, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, like, I look up in the sky, and I see these 2 guys like just sitting and riding around. I'm like, what are they riding? I was like, what's going on? I was like, what?
It's Wonder Woman and her invisible jet.
Yeah, Wonder Woman invisible jet. Yes, it's like, oh my god, this is crazy. And no, and the tank. Oh man, that was the terrible thing. I got in the tank and I was trying to do the thing in the what's it called, the cannon.
Yeah.
To aim, it was going crazy. It was going zigzags and crazy. I was like, how do I adjust this and shoot? Oh man, it was terrible.
Yeah.
And they need to fix it, seriously.
I will say, so I had a lot of problems with the beta.
Yes.
Right. And there's controversy about there. We don't know exactly how old the build was. They said originally it was like 3 months old. Then other information came out that said it was like a few weeks old. I don't know. Regardless, the last day I played, when I played with Kate, Pong, and Steel, we had a lot of fun at that time.
Yeah.
I think like it was not having as many problems, and it was a lot more fluid, and it was clicking more that day. The other days I got bored quick, and it was too distracting with all the shadows and stuff. So, you know, playing with friends though can be good for any game, right? So
yeah, definitely one positive thing is that with Battlefield, like you said it in the past, is that even if it's not the best condition out front, they work on it. And look at Battlefield 5 now.
Yeah,
it plays so much better. It's leaps and bounds further ahead, along than what it was at launch. So that's the one positive thing.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like between Battlefield and Call of Duty,
exactly,
it's broken. You're gonna get a little bit of patches and stuff, but it's usually when they do that, it even breaks it more, right? Like it's just
50 gig patches too.
Yeah. Big patches that
I'm done. I'm done with Call of Duty. Call of Duty.
I'm done with it too. I mean, I couldn't play it the other day. I tried to play Warzone the other day with the guys, and the cheating is just horrible. So I said, I'm done with this. I'm not going for it anymore. I'm done.
Yeah. So they supposedly were going to address that today or yesterday or something. I'm not sure what's going on. But
I got an email about that, about cheaters and Call of Duty.
They finally said that you were cheating, Psycho. Is that they sending you emails now? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, if I was cheating, I got like a couple kills. I don't like Call of Duty anymore. I'm sorry. It's bad. I didn't even read the email because I'm like, I'm done with you. I don't care what you have to say, because you're wasting your time, because what you've given us with at least with Cold War was a broken mess. It still crashes my box. I uninstalled it. I don't even have it on my Xbox no more. I'm done with Activision and Call of Duty. They're just, those games, I don't care. Unless they do something that's gonna really bring me back, but I don't see it. They need a new engine. That's just me personally, because their freaking compression files suck.
Yeah, they got a lot of problems on that franchise. We're gonna see what they do in the future. I don't know. Like Pong said, hey, there's always hope, right? So eventually money talks and fans speak, and I think that hasn't happened for a long time. But I think it's going to start to happen with some of these things, right? And it definitely has already happened with Ubisoft based on like the announcements and the like and dislike ratios and stuff like that on the YouTube videos. And I think it's starting to happen with Call of Duty as well, and some of the Activision stuff going on there. So we're gonna hopefully see some changes. Like Pong said before, EA was in this boat before, and look at what they have done
outside of their sports, outside of their sports,
100%
Yeah.
outside of their sports. We can't like in sports; they still got some major issues. But
Yeah.
like Mass Effect trilogy remaster was phenomenal. A big investment put into that. Battlefield, they're really going huge on this thing. We've gotten free updates on a lot of games, including Jedi Fallen Order, including
and they're making a Jedi Fallen Order too. So
yeah.
that's already a plus, right?
Yeah.
'Cause
Other Battlefield
single player.
games. They're even making like the indie style games as well. They're investing to lots of different things. So like, yeah, It Takes Two is right now probably still our game of the year, right? For me and Kate, like they're doing a lot of different things, right? And they used to be like the number one public enemy, right, of gamers everywhere. So we'll see what the future holds, but
they had EA has a decent redemption song lately, so they definitely have saw what they've done outside of the sports, of course, and change things to be better. And hopefully they apply that with the sports, because we don't want the same freaking cut and paste and Madden anymore.
Yeah, I agree. So, all right, guys,
that's a whole nother topic for another day.
Yeah. I was listening to our friend Fuzzy Belvedere, who is on. He does tidbits with me quite a bit. And he's also on FSP Tomorrow, Fun Speculation Podcast, and he had a Twitter Spaces, and he brought up some interesting things regarding Forza. So I want to switch this over, switching gears. Get it? To Forza Horizon 5. We got some more information regarding the game, and I got a little bit of a nitpick here with Xbox to cover, but also there's also a lot of great things to look forward to, right? So, hey, the game looks outstanding. There's lots of awesome stuff there at launch. We got a performance mode. We also got the quality mode in there and all this stuff. Add-ons and everything. I think there's a lot of concern about this stuff. But here's my one nitpick with Xbox with this. Okay. Beforehand, they had told us. I see you shaking your head, Pong. I know, but
I know where you're going.
Beforehand, they had told us when Gears 5 Ultimate Edition was announced and Game Pass Ultimate was announced that all Ultimate Editions in the future would be part of Game Pass Ultimate. At least that's what I thought I remembered, right? I don't know if I was wrong, but I've talked to other people who said they remembered the same thing. I can't find it on the internet, the official announcement, right? I tried looking for it, but like I swear, like that's what I remember, and I remember the stuff usually pretty well, but maybe I'm misremembering things. Now, Forza Horizon 5 doesn't have an Ultimate Edition; it has a Premium Edition, and the obviously Game Pass comes with the standard game. So I want to if they're not doing that, if that's what they had promised or sold us in the past, I'm not asking for it, saying you need to do this. But I would like them to at least address it or say something about that's not part of it anymore. This is what we're doing and why, right? Like, it's not a big deal. Like, Forza Horizon 5 has so much freaking content in it. I'm never going to play it all or finish it all. This is more just about, like, if you're going to announce something and say something, then at least make sure that you either hold up to it or correct what you said, or make sure that people understand that you're doing things differently now. And simply changing the name potentially to Premium as opposed to Ultimate isn't like the best way of going about it, right? Maybe. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I saw. Am I mistaken on this, Pong? If I am, tell me, because I maybe remembering it wrong.
I believe you are. Now, I'm not gonna say 100%. But when this topic was brought up, when I saw people starting to talk about it, I went back and tried to find it as well, and I can't find it.
I can't find it either, man. Like,
I don't think that this was ever
an
announced.
official thing.
Correct. I think that there may have been an article or two written about something where the writers had been confused about the situation and thought that Ultimate Editions were going to be included. But again, I'm not going to say you're wrong because I had vaguely remembered something like that. From my point of view, again, when I see stuff like this, it's okay, what makes sense for business? So if Phil had said that, or somebody from Xbox had said that at one point, that would have been a huge misstep because there's no way they're going to do that. Okay, there's just, it'd be fantastic. Don't get me wrong. It'd be amazing.
I agree. Like when they said that, I was like, really? The $100
versions?
But you know what I mean? Like, cool.
Yeah. That part never. Again, I think we all misremember something. I think there might have been confusion at the time when they first started talking about it. Maybe it was something specifically with Gears when they had announced it. Like they were,
because Gears had it
about,
for sure.
Correct. They were talking about for that one game, but not, the catalog of first party titles. And so I think maybe people just assumed because Gears was getting that meant going forward, we're going to get all that. But again, since it's never popped up on any of the other games, and like you said, that if they did say it and they're trying to get around it, one way you would be to technically call your expansions premium versions versus ultimate versions and say, yeah, we said ultimate version. But I just don't think they would have done that. I think if it had been officially said anywhere, from everything else that's happened with the Xbox Gold thing and all that kind of stuff, I think Phil would have come out and addressed it right away, or somebody at Xbox would have come out right away and said, hey, look, made a mistake. This is not what we talked about. This is not what we were thinking about. But I just don't think it ever happened. I think it's in our memory somewhere. I think it's one of those things that you believe happened, but it never happened.
It's like Chick-fil-A spelled differently, or Bernstein Bears, right? Like it's like a memory that I have it. And the reason I bring this up, because like there was a lot of people that were addressing it, and I was like, wait a second, like I was starting back to think about it, and like, but didn't they say that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just curious, and what, like, is that why they changed the name to Premium instead of Ultimate Edition? Like, so I was just curious.
And if it had been said, and the information was out there, my God, Pegasus Nation would already have all the receipts. Okay, so it would be blowing up everywhere, and it would have blown up before now. I mean, they would have been talking about this forever. So I don't think it exists, and I think we're all just misremembering something. That's what I'm saying. Somebody nowadays on the internet would have found it because it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah,
it was only a couple years ago.
You know me, so, like I try, like I'll try and dig for this stuff, right? And I searched and I could find everything about Gears 5, but I couldn't find anything about this. And I'm trying to think, who do I remember saying this? Like, or was it somebody that was writing an article that I read that was wrong?
Exactly.
And they edited it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
anime, you've got it. Anime heaven, you got it right. Mav misremembering, thinking Solo was a good movie, and now this. Start eating blueberries. They help with your memory. Very good, anime. You got it right.
So I'm all for giving them criticism where it's due, and I don't know if this is worth giving them criticism over. So that's why I'm actually just vaguely asking the question to you guys, right? So, Psycho, do you remember that or no?
Yeah, I remember because I was excited because I think what was announced was what we're all remembering was all Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members get Gears 5 Ultimate Edition.
And we just translated it in our heads automatically to Ultimate Edition.
I think it was vague in some of the wording, or maybe an article that it was like all Ultimate Editions are going to be included for Game Pass Ultimate members. And I believe that's why we're remembering, why they haven't given us Ultimate Editions of games. Cause like we're like Forza 5 or not Forza 5, Forza 7. Like, why didn't we get an Ultimate Edition of that, or Horizon 4? Or
Horizon 4 was before Gears 5, I think. Right?
Yeah, it was
Right,
before,
so-
but if they were going to do it, an
They would have
older
all
game,
become available, right?
it would have
Even the
been
back catalog would have probably become
exactly. So
Right.
that's what I think. I believe that someone wrote it just misspoken, or they just wrote it as a clicky bait type article, and or they misconstrued what, I forget who, I don't know if it was Phil Spencer or somebody that announced this and just took his words and kind of just mixed it and got it wrong.
I
And
think I think you're right, Psycho, because I think what happened for a lot of people that were following the stuff back then was when Gears 5 Ultimate Edition was announced, it's all of a sudden this excitement of like, holy shit, oh my gosh, like Ultimate Editions are now part of Game Pass Ultimate.
yes,
Like, and we're just like automatically, well, if they did it on Gears 5, they're going to do it going forward. And this is the next big actual, it's been a while, right? First party game to launch that would have a Ultimate Edition that has all these things, right? So that's why it's been so long, right? Because they had the whole transition, acquired all these studios, the Forza.
yes,
They didn't come out with a regular release pattern for it because they're like rebooting Forza Motorsport with new engine and all that kind of stuff. So it's been like a while, right? So it's kind of like now I'm trying to remember back to then and think about what they had said and what we got it, what some of us got excited about and had talked about back then. But that was before the show even existed. That was before I haven't had a channel. That was just like seeing stuff on Twitter, just reading stuff on the internet and seeing
I mean,
stuff.
that was back in September 5th of 2019.
Yeah.
Was Windows Central put an article out for that. They talking about that Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members are going to get Gears 5 Ultimate.
Right.
And then I think that's when people just started going with, oh shit, we're getting Ultimate editions for all, Game Pass Ultimate.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So maybe that's why they're changing the name, is just to avoid confusion.
And also, Jasper is correct too. Also, if this was a thing, it would be a selling point for Ultimate, and Microsoft would have been touting this like nonstop.
Right.
Like that would have been that would have been included in the list of things that we can run down. That's included in Xbox.
Yeah, I
Ultimate.
just wanted to make sure that they didn't say this in the past and weren't just all of a sudden like sneakingly changed it. Like so. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, it sounds like
I gotta believe we're all. I gotta believe we're all just misremembering.
Right.
I think that again during that whole time, I think everybody just got super excited within the community, or a lot of people did, and just thought it meant everything was. So
yeah, because I mean, like all these games that come out, like for example, Psychonauts didn't have an Ultimate Edition either.
No.
Yeah, but those games were like planned and already in development before Xbox even acquired them. So they like that. Those aren't necessarily like games that had necessarily that content plan to begin with, right? Like this is the first big first party game to come out that was an Xbox Studios game that had been in the works since all of this was planned. That's why I think it caught my attention a little bit, but it sounds like it's nothing there. So I'm not going to make a big.
The bigger problem is the intellectual dishonesty. I mean, that's coming from certain people. I mean, that's spreading like. This is where I have a problem with it when they say, well, it's just all jokes and it's jokes amongst friends and everybody's got to calm down and not take it seriously. Look, if you're specifically running with a disinformation campaign on behalf of your favorite platform, dude, that's a problem. And the clowns that are out here coming up with some fake math, not acting like they don't know how to read a damn chart when these charts have been around for freaking ever since we started getting special editions. It's been on PC even longer. That's when I can't believe these guys still do it. And then they have a whole group of people that jump in and are like, oh yeah, this is crazy. You're not all that fucking stupid. Right? Yeah. Not all of you. Like there could be some of you who honestly believe this and don't sit down and look at this stuff, but not all of you. And nobody calls it out. Everybody just goes right along with it. Like this is the case. And this is the problem.
This is what I was referring to earlier. Right?
Yeah, I know exactly. I know the exact thread. And they double down. They triple down on this stuff and never back down and take the L. Never once correcting themselves. They just let the narrative run. And it's the stupidest thing in the world.
There's a thing with being able to change opinion or something based on information, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're actually intelligent and able to change course of thought because you're an actual human being, right? Like, as opposed to doing something on purpose, which is kind of what a lot of the stuff that you mean is. And that's something that I can't stand. Like I'm saying here, guys, like, I'm not trying to put this out there. I'm trying to actually ask because I don't know. I don't remember. I was listening to this and I have actual questions over, am I right or wrong on this? Right? Not, hey, this is what they did. This is stupid. Like, blah, blah, blah. Right. And I'm glad to find out from the chat, which based on the type of audience that we have and the knowledge that they have as well. And based on what you're saying, it seems like, wait, we're probably all misremembered something, or those of us that did remember this remember something that was more of a wishful thing than an actual announcement, right?
And Mav, we've been very careful too when it's come to PlayStation stuff too, right? On any shows that we've talked about PlayStation stuff, we've been very careful to get the facts right. We haven't ran with the $10, with the $10 premium charge, upgrade charge, whatever you want to call it. We didn't just run with some freaking fake
In
narrative.
fact, I think Death Stranding,
we figured out what it was.
$10 are extra they're charging for that is a great value. They're adding a lot of content to that game for an extra $10, right?
Yeah.
Ghost
Now,
of
that was
Tsushima?
better.
No, I don't think so.
Exactly.
Right. But we were always careful when we talked about it. We just didn't go on Twitter. We didn't come on here and start telling our audiences, oh man, you got to buy like 3 copies of this game in order to get the full package. And oh my God, I can't. That's not how this works. You got to be more careful with what you're doing. And again, if you're not, then you're just, again, being intellectually dishonest and you look like a clown and you're throwing yourself out there and you don't care because you get the attention you want because you got so many people who just go right along with it. But at the end of the day, my God, man, we're talking about video games, people. Video freaking games, man. This is not life or death. This is not anything like this is video games, man. We're supposed to be having a good time here. Why try to kill other people's fun just because you don't like the platform? I can't.
Yeah. Can I say something real quick?
No, Louis.
No. See, I just spoke Spanish.
But
no.
But you know what? I think Mav is on. I think Mav is onto something though, because I mean, right now what you guys were discussing, that's like, let me go check on something real quick. There is a Forza Motorsport 7 Ultimate Edition. There is a Forza Horizon 4 Ultimate Edition, and there's a bunch of Gears of War also. I mean, from Gears of War, there was an Ultimate Edition for the first one that was remastered. I think it was the fourth one, and the fifth one they had an Ultimate Edition. So I think Mav is onto something though.
I think they changed the name to avoid confusion. Right?
That could be, because I mean, I'm searching right now. I was like, let me look for that real quick, because I mean, I heard that about Ultimate Edition. Like, for example, if you were Ultimate Game Pass or something, you get to try it out days early or something like that. Wasn't it like? I think I heard that. So I was like, let me go search back. But yeah, I mean,
that was something. Yes, confusing. They did actually used to have that, and they got rid of that feature. It was like they had like a couple day early access or something, or trial for some of the games. I can't remember exactly how it worked, but they had that and they tried it and they quickly got rid of that. That was a thing I remember, and people were like, "Hey, where did that go?" And they addressed it. Right. But this was something that wasn't addressed, so that's why I didn't know. Right. Like, and and I'm all for like, hey, I love Xbox, but if there's something I have a question about, I'm going I'm gonna.
We all are like that. Yeah.
I'm going to ask the question, right? Because I'm curious, because I want to make sure that we're all getting the good end of the deal. Now, also the other thing, I don't have any problem with anybody spending $100 on freaking the premium edition, because there's going to be a shit tons of content. In fact, Forza Horizon 4, I did, right? I've good value, right? Lots of stuff in those games. I love Forza. Right, I know some people think I don't because I killed it off in one of our kill it segments, but I do. I love.
You killed the entire franchise.
Yeah,
not just one. You killed the entire franchise. You picked
the second. You made there be a second one. That wasn't my fault. So now, and it's also my fault for including all of EA's racing catalog. Right.
Yeah. That was your boner.
Yeah. So, but
No, your
yeah,
mistake
as far
was
as
saving Gran Turismo. That was your
Forza
mistake.
Horizon 5. I'm like so freaking excited for it, dude. Because besides this other thing, all the previews that we got over the last week, right? All these things look absolutely incredible. But I want to know, why is there, besides for picture taking, why is there a quality mode in this game? Because did y'all see, if y'all see the some of the comparison shots with the quality mode next to the performance mode, it's like, who wants to play in that? Just curious. Does anybody in the chat want to play at 30 frames versus 60 for the visuals? Because it's not that big of a difference visually. Anybody at Crazy Louie, are you gonna play at 30 frames or 60 frames? Driving
60, all the way 60. I mean, I like the visuals. I mean, it's like Far Cry. I enjoy those visuals. That game is beautiful. I can't wait to see how beautiful this game is gonna look.
Yeah.
Now, are you able to switch through quality and
Performance on the fly?
on the fly?
I
'Cause
don't
if you
know.
can, that would be cool, because then I could be like, oh my god, this would be a great shot, and put in the high resolution mode.
I bet you'd
and
be
then-
able to. I bet
and
you
then
will.
get all the pop, take your picture
Mhm.
with
Mhm.
the ray tracing that they're gonna have in Vista mode, and then switch it back to quality mode to continue racing.
I got to believe they're going to do that. Would be even greater is if you can just do it straight from the picture mode. Like if you don't have to go into another menu, if they just include it in
Right.
there, a slider or whatever, just to switch it over, that would be
Oh,
fantastic.
yeah. Oh yeah, that would be spot on.
Yep.
If they did that.
Yeah, because like Forza, a lot of us like to drive around and take pictures. Because in
Oh,
Forza Horizon 4, it's stunning. You can get some of the best shots
Oh.
ever in video games just driving around and stopping in Forza Horizon 4. And you're gonna be able to do the same thing in Forza Horizon 5. But like playing the game, driving around, ain't no way I'm gonna do that in quality mode. I'm gonna do it in performance mode all the way.
Well, what was it? Forza Ewin, the wandering
Forza
Dutch's
Irwin?
body? Irwin.
Yeah.
Like some of those pictures that he was taking a while back, I was like, holy shit, did you just get a new car? Because it looked so freaking real.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, this is a new car in Forza. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I need to get back into playing Forza. And because this looks amazing with the update that they gave it. Because the optimization for the Series X. And that game I was like, holy crap. It looks amazing.
Yeah,
And
drip,
Forza
drip, drip.
5, holy shit. Like the things I was watching, Stallion and Dealer, Colt, and all those guys
Mhm.
taking those pictures and playing. I'm like, this looks amazing. And what better place? Mexico is like a perfect setting. It has like everything that you want. You got the snows in the mountains, you got the beach, you got the jungle, you got almost every type of environment in one freaking game.
But
So
it doesn't
it's-
have the neon cities of Japan.
Oh, I know.
That's the only thing.
That's
Oh, man.
that's
If they
Horizon
put
6.
Tokyo in
That's
there,
Horizon
dude,
6.
oh my God. Yes.
Test drive. The new test drive is going to be set over there.
But will
so
test
we'll
drive
we'll
look
get
as
that.
good as Forza Horizon?
No.
No,
No.
but again,
No.
for
Yeah.
nighttime city neon lights, it's going to look pretty
Yeah.
damn good.
I was like,
So
well, Kate,
we'll get a little taste.
Kate's
We'll get a
excited
little
for
taste.
test drive, right, babe?
Yep.
'Cause you can go shopping.
Really excited.
Bougie shopping.
Right.
When does that come out? Is it
Soon.
next soon? Like this year or next year?
I think it's early 2022. I can't remember if they.
Test drive, right? Test
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah, Test Drive Unlimited was
Unlimited.
It was so
I
like,
doubt
I
this year.
1,000 gamers scored Test
Yeah, I
Drive
don't-
Unlimited. It's one of the few games
Test
that I know
Drive-
I did.
Was cool back in the day.
Oh,
I
it was
remember.
amazing
Mhm.
back in the day.
And that was the thing. It was Test Drive and GTA, and what was it? Project Gotham Racing was the three.
Midnight something.
Midnight Club.
Yeah,
Club, yeah.
Midnight Club LA Dub Edition, baby. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Rockstar.
those games were fun. Those games were
Cruised
man, I
around the
miss those games.
streets in that game so much. Or actually,
Cruising
that
around
one-
Hawaii.
That one was
So
September of
amazing.
next year, Mav. September 22nd.
up to
next year.
2022. Okay.
Yep, 9/22/22.
Who's
Do we know
making
where
it?
it takes place yet? I forget.
Hong Kong.
Oh wow.
That would be so cool, man. Shout out to, speaking of driving in Tokyo, which we were just talking about a while ago. I have to give a shout out to one of my favorite racing games of all time, Tokyo Extreme Racer.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
My God,
amazing game.
I was playing
Amazing.
that
I wish I had
last
a
month.
Dreamcast in front of me so I could play that game.
I still got mine.
I'll take a video of me playing it for you, buddy.
Please do.
Oh, but maybe with the emulators, you can probably play it. If you learn how to do that in the Xbox, you can probably play that game there.
Yeah, but I don't ever mess with that stuff. Like I'm always maybe I could do something to my 360. Get it to play some of that stuff.
It's only Xbox One and the Series consoles, the only ones that we had developer mode where you can do that.
Come on, I don't want to mess with one of my like Series A. What about a 1S? Can you do it with a 1S?
Yeah, it's a Xbox One or Series console.
Okay. Can I send it to you and you do it for me and then send it back to me?
No, I'll send you a link.
Oh my God.
It's literally,
dude,
you
I
click
have
a
no
button
idea what
and
the
it
hell I'm
goes
doing
into
with that
developer mode. That's all it is. It goes into developer mode.
Will I go to
and
jail
then
if I do that?
Oh my God.
No, you won't.
Don't be such a pussy.
No, you won't go to, you don't get there. That's why they have development mode for the reason to, it's pretty much, if you're a developer and you want to, it's for that reason. So you can play games that are not copyright protected.
Yep.
Right. Got it. I'll try it out, sometime. Okay, I'm curious.
It's for the modders. It's modders.
Yeah, for old stuff, not new stuff. Right? We don't want to promote new game emulation, right? Yeah, so
I like Kotaku. I like Kotaku.
Yeah, not like Kotaku.
Don't do that.
And that Xbox One will play
no.
PlayStation, Sega, Nintendo, and everything. It'll be your one-stop shop to play all your gaming needs.
Yeah. Jasper told me to make sure I don't remove the tag on my mattress. I never have. It scares the crap out of me.
Oh my God.
I can't do it. Like under penalty by law, I will
That's
not
the first thing I remove.
Remove it.
If you're the owner, you can remove it. Just
wait, I'm lost.
Yeah.
Tag from the mattress. You go to jail if you rip the tag off your mattress?
No, man, just think so.
That's what it says. There's a warning label on mattresses. Do not remove this. It's penalty, federal law, blah, blah.
No, it says like except by the consumer or something like.
Yeah, but if you're at a mattress, if you're
really talking about this right now?
If you're at Mattress Factory, you're not gonna freaking
And pillows.
I'm gonna check now. I want to look for it. I mean, I got to look for that.
Ripped it off, and the police are outside.
Here? That's not gonna work.
All right, guys. So yeah, Forza Horizon 5. It's coming around the corner. Like, what is it? Like a month away? Just about
November 9th.
Yes, November 5th.
Less.
3
weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Well, 5th
yeah,
for
3
people that did not pre-order it or
Let me check.
premium
I'll
edition.
look for it now.
And I think it's 9th for basic. So if you bought the basic version, I think it's the 9th, and then Xbox Game Pass and premium
November
edition is 5th.
November 5th. Wait, it says here November 5th release date. Yeah, you're right. Friday. This is the pre-order. Forza Horizon Premium. Yep, you're right. You're right.
I'm jealous of the people that are getting to play it early. But keep putting out those pictures and stuff because I love it. And shout out to Colt Eastwood for letting me put his screenshots in my stupid song. I didn't tell him they were going to be for a stupid song, but he did give me permission to use them. So shout out to Colt for that.
That's funny.
Also, I kind of wanted to go into the Halo ranked modes, but before we do that, I was thinking about something just now when we're talking about Forza, right? Because
wait, you weren't paying attention? Shocking.
What? No, I was paying attention.
You can only think about one thing.
Yeah, you're right. I have a hey, shout out to the lady. Hopefully you're doing well. Now I did the stream the other day, right? Breaking down like what Xbox has coming, right? With all the game that they have announced and that they have coming that we know about. And the reason I was thinking about this is because just now we're talking about Forza, and Forza is like on the horizon. Yeah, you get it. But also, this other show that we keep alluding to that I was just stepped into for a second was like complaining about how long it's taking for Xbox to make these games, right? And one person was even confused, saying that Avowed was announced 3 or 4 years ago. And it's literally, it was announced last year. But it has been a while since the Xbox major first party game from that had been in development or already in the works has come out. We've had games from the acquisitions that have become first party studios, like In Exile had Wasteland 3, Outer Wilds from Obsidian, or Outer Worlds, sorry, and you also have Psychonauts and stuff like that. Then you had Deathloop actually hitting on PlayStation, which is Xbox Game Studio game. But this is like, it's been a while since Gears 5, right? Since one of the tentpole franchises or new games from that have been in development. So thinking of that, Forza's coming, and thinking of everything that we had, like I want to ask about Jez's comments when he had said on Xbox 2 about a third of the games that we know about right now, potentially. Have we had a chance to talk about that yet on this show? Because a third of the games.
Did your rant or your thing?
A third of the games, though, right? Like,
dude,
it's 20. Because when I broke it down, we know of 20 announced, named games, right? And if you go back and watch that stream, because I broke it down, and I had forgotten about one, and that was Crossfire X, and I think I added that in the middle of the stream or whatever. There roughly, besides that, there was roughly about 20 named announced games, right? And then when I figured everything out about what we kind of know about that projects that we know are in development but we don't have names for, and all those things, we know they said they're working on something, blah, 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 and added everything up. There are 45, 46 active projects at the Xbox Game Studios, right? So then if you say 20 times 3, that's 60. That means there'd be like 15 more that are projects in the works on top of that, roughly. And we got a shit ton of announcements to make over games over the next couple of years, right? So when I did the math during that stream, assuming that all of these projects that are in the works are 4 or 5 years away, or sooner, within the, not 4 or 5 years away, but like we'll get them all within the next 4 or 5 years, probably, right? Because I can't imagine stuff's in the works right now that we're going to see 6, 7, 8 years away.
Yeah,
right now.
There is.
You think so?
Yeah.
So 6, 7 years, you think there's already stuff in the works, probably.
Yeah, because you got to remember with Jez, right? So Jez gets to see a lot of paperwork, right? Jez gets a lot of paperwork thrown at him, and those paperworks. That's why he knew about Project Dragon, right? IO has not announced.
So you're talking about like games that he may know about that they may not even start on until after they're done with
proposals. He will see game proposals, right?
Okay.
And stuff that studios are planning on doing. So he's going to include that in that number as well, because that's why he always caveats when he talks about this stuff by saying, now, we might not see these, or they might change or whatever, because he's seeing stuff so early that he gets a lot of that. Not everything. Some of the stuff is like the Avowed information that he got. He gets really good, concrete stuff too, but he does see a lot of projects that are on paper that might just be in the initial, design phase, like the initial process. So he sees a lot of that as well. So I think he's including that, because you got to imagine, Mav, as you were going through that, it was a great breakdown too, by the way, brother. I've told you that, but it is fantastic. Anybody who's interested in it, go watch Mav's video, because he does a great job with it. But when you look at that stuff, when you think about what Jez comes across, right, you got to remember the projects that come out of the ZeniMax deal alone with all those studios have to be thinking that far ahead and starting to design projects. And we also know that every single studio that has been acquired by Xbox has been building out their staff, right? They're hiring like crazy. There was just another one today. Clobriel commented on it. The In Exile is still hiring like crazy. That was their official words from their from the studio head, saying we are hiring like crazy. Okay. they have been expanding these out. So we know for sure they have 35 teams within those 23 studios, but we already know, like, ZeniMax Online has started a new studio over in Wisconsin, right? So they've already got another studio. We know that they could be breaking up as they hire more people into not only just 2 teams, 3 teams in some of these studios, right? So now you're talking about big projects. We know devs like Obsidian have 4 to 5 projects on the table right now, right? So when you factor all that in, and he said 1/3, and he said he might be over on his 1/3.
Right. He was being modest.
Right, exactly. So if that's the case, then you got to imagine that there is so much on the table right now, because all these studios with 35 teams plus, probably at this point with the way things are going, probably approaching close to 40 teams. You got to imagine they're thinking right now, okay, so you got this game that we're getting out within the next 2 to 3 years. We got this game right behind it that has been started, that we are beyond the design phase. We're getting ready to go into production after we finish this game. What are we going to do after that? And there's got to be a proposal for a lot of these teams on the table with what they think they're going to do, because they have to imagine with contractual work, all the contractors that they hire, with all the people that they're currently hiring for permanent positions as well. They've got to plan out that work schedule that far in advance, just so they can make sure that the staffing is right, to make sure that they have the funding from Xbox and Microsoft, to make sure that their budgets are set. I can imagine they're out almost 10 years on some of this stuff. Not to say that Jez was including stuff that far out, but I think 6-7 years for sure. I think that's what he's thinking of.
Elder Scrolls 6 will probably be that long.
Elder Scrolls 6 is probably
because they're working on that, as just type in the chat, because addressing, so like Elder Scrolls 6 is the one that makes the most sense for me with that, as opposed to the game that we know about, right? But that's already an announced game, right? So I counted that with the announced number, right? So some of these other ones I don't know, but like what is id working on? We have no clue. That one I had to leave blank.
That one. Well, they had that project. Was it 2022B or something like that?
Well, that was, I don't know what that is, because those said 2021 and 2021A and B, and I think that is like probably some kind of DLC or something. Or
it got an M rating for whatever that game was.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's not, ratings happen like at the end, like of a game, not like at the beginning.
Right? Just like what, like Todd Howard, he does not announce stuff until it's close to being ready. So they could have not. We might not know. They could have been working on stuff this entire time, because the last thing they did was Rage 2, that came out a couple of years ago. So they could have been working on a project that we have no idea what they're working on, and ready to announce something.
I heard that id Software was working on the next Wolfenstein. I think that's what I heard
about. That's Machine Games.
Machine Game.
Yeah,
that's Machine Games.
That's Machine Games. I thought it was id Software. Oh,
no, Machine Games is making Wolfenstein 3 and also Indiana Jones.
We assume.
Well, that's what the rumor. They haven't announced it yet. So that was one of the unannounced games, but that everybody knows about that. So, but doing the math regardless. Okay, let's say we're 6 years out. Let's say all of these games come out within the next 6 years. Okay. And minus a couple, that are going to be 7-8 years out. But you're still if you say 60 is the number, and that's being modest. That's 10 a year.
Correct.
Yeah.
We talked about this, Mav. We talked about this.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's not including any third-party deals that the global publishing company is working with. That's not including stuff that's going to be thrown into Game Pass. There's so much content coming to Xbox in this lifespan that it's going to blow everyone's mind. People don't believe it because they're like, no, because Xbox never done this. Well, this is not the same Xbox, people. This is a different Xbox this generation. They're doing things a lot differently. They got the backing of Microsoft to fund a lot of their projects and acquire new acquisitions.
And hire out the ass, and even
hire
from In Exile themselves are saying we're hiring like crazy. They put on Twitter. In fact, I was like, hey, I don't know anything about video games, but hey, look me up, looking for a career change. Shout out to
I'm sorry.
I was say shout out to Victor Alstein. He says id might be working on a new Quake game. That would be something that we've talked
That would
about
be cool.
before, as well as a possibility.
Yeah.
It would make a lot of sense.
And if that rumor about Bethesda creating a brand new studio to go back and remaster old titles, look, they could already have stuff on the table for that. They could be ramping up right now. We won't know about it because they haven't officially announced the studio. But if that smoke is real, man, you're talking they could have 2-3 projects right out the gates remastering old titles. So
yeah.
Quake
Exactly.
Remastered did pretty good, right?
Yeah, they just got a series update, didn't it?
I think
Yeah.
so.
A PlayStation 5 update, yeah.
Yeah, series. It was the Series X and PS5.
What you were saying, Cycle, like for example, like this is an example. Every week, I have to sit down, I have to look for news and just look for news and dig and dig and dig all the news I can dig
Yeah.
for the podcast on Tuesday, read, and yeah, I have to do that every single week. And every single week I sit down where you were saying about Xbox. And yes, Xbox is doing a tremendous job this generation. It's crazy. And on every day I find new news on what Xbox is doing. And in PlayStation, every time I look for something, it's all about numbers and numbers and numbers. And yeah, they say a couple of things, yeah, about games, but and Nintendo doesn't say pretty much not a whole bunch, you know, but
Bluetooth is finally here.
But
Yeah. But I mean, look at what Xbox is doing. At least with the Insider program right now, they rolled the Game Pass to consoles. They rolled Dolby Vision.
Yes, that's amazing.
You know, and they're bringing these out, and it's a lot of quality life stuff. They're not just doing just games. They're giving us a better experience in the games that we've loved to play, and that gives new life. Look, Division 2. We played the hell out of that when that came out, when they got a FPS 60 boost and optimization update. Their Xbox is just doing, giving us, just doing a lot of things right. And
they're giving us what we want is games. All out here is about games. Like those emulator things. That's awesome. I was like, what? I mean, I wish I could do it, but it's crazy about every time I sit there and look for news, something comes up. Oh, this, Dolby Vision, that. There's always something good and new in Xbox all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, speaking of good and new at Xbox, they did have a Halo stream the other day, talking about the competitive modes in Halo Infinite. For those I don't know who had a chance to watch it, but it seems like they're getting even the competitive stuff right as well, because it's like everything that the competitive guys want, it was checked off, and it's not this like weird thing they did with Halo 5, trying to make that like paintball style like mode that I didn't really break out. Is that what it's called? I know a lot of people liked it. It was pretty cool and unique, but it was like forced. It was like trying to force this like esports thing with this whole separate thing just dedicated to that, and it was like I'm not really feeling it. Where this is like Halo, right? And they just took they made the mode more competitive by doing the stuff that the pro players want, right? They got rid of the motion tracker, starting with BR, right? And they have this simple playlist of modes that are really ultra competitive and stuff. So
and they turned off the grenade hit markers. They turned on friendly fire and weapons, and a lot of the weapons and everything else is static in the map. And if you want to find out, like, they turned off the motion tracker, so if you want to see the enemies, you got to go find the one attachment that shows where the enemy is. So it's a whole strategy thing. So it's a whole play style, and it's really cool that like 343 and everyone that with Halo, they're listening to what people want. They're listening to the gamers, and that's one of the best things that with Xbox that I've noticed, is that they're listening to us, what we want, and they're just about giving all our checklists and checking them off.
They just keep nailing everything. It's like, hey,
right,
this is what I want out of a Halo game. Okay, this is what you're gonna get, right? Like Steel says in the chat, Shout out to Steel Rain, the better half of Living Split Screen.
Wow.
Those competitive settings are perfect. Yeah, I agree. The competitive settings are perfect. Everything that I've played out of Halo Infinite so far is a dream version of that, right?
Yep.
And it's like, how do they keep nailing this stuff? I talked about it yesterday on 343 versus Bungie. Like they've surpassed in my if multiplayer wise right now. They've surpassed anything I've ever experienced Halo wise from Bungie now, right? Just in this flight. I can't wait to see what else is there. And custom games are going to be fucking lit. Babe, did you see what the competitive stuff is going to be on Halo?
No.
So
I didn't.
I don't know if you're going to be as into this though, because I'm curious what your thoughts are, because
Okay.
no motion. So for competitive, this is like not the social. Like we played social arena, okay, so far,
Okay.
where it's more like hey, friendlier for people to come in and play. Now, this is like for the hardcore like Halo people that want to get down and dirty. Okay. So no motion tracker, so no radar.
Okay, I've already played that before.
Right, and then starting with the battle rifle. And there's like no grenade hit markers as well.
What do you mean by a grenade hit marker?
So that's like basically where you can tell that like where the grenade damage comes from, I think. Is that right?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, you won't get like you see a grenade like, oh crap, I gotta run away.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I even ever pay attention to that anyway.
Right. So yeah, you don't have a chance to avoid them, I guess. So it's like just making it more like, I guess, a little bit more to where there's less things to use to your advantage to help you get out of situations. It's more about face to face, just combat, listening, right, using your senses and skills. Does that intrigue you?
So what else?
I mean, they broke down the modes. It's like Slayer, I think Capture the Flag, and what was it, the Strongholds one that we liked?
Strongholds and Oddball.
Yes. I'm definitely interested in that. I like the competitiveness, so.
Yeah, it's teabagging allowed.
She's going to do it because
allowed.
She's going to stick you with the sticky and then teabag you. That's her MO. That's the fancy way.
That's right. Why would you think I wouldn't be interested?
I don't know.
I can hold my own in Halo.
Yeah, you can't, because you're more of an assault rifle girl.
Yeah, I am. But I've gotten a lot more comfortable with the battle rifle.
Okay.
So don't underestimate me, bitch.
Will do.
I just hope they tweak the battle rifle hits. I hope they give us, what was it, about Halo 5? It was like 5 hits instead of the 7 that was in Infinite. I know the whole, balancing with the weapons, and I just hope they maybe tweak that a little bit.
Was it 7 in Infinite for the battle rifle?
Yeah, that's what 3-Bit was not happy with. He was like, man, it's like the battle rifle is almost useless for him. He's like,
I think 3-Bit.
Yeah.
I think 3-Bit's wrong. I think I got kills with 5 with the battle rifle. I could be wrong. Steel may have counted. Steel's the type to count. I don't know. Was it? Maybe it was 7. I will say I'd say the guns did feel more Halo 3-ish than 2 sometimes with the power level. So you may be right. I don't know.
Yeah, 'cause I noticed like with the pistol, it was a nice go-to.
Yeah.
When so it wasn't like one of those like, oh man, because a lot of people were running around with pistols as well as their primaries instead of having everything else. So it was good that they did that, because that was a throwback to Halo 1.
Yeah, Jasper said that was the pistol. Yeah, the pistol took a lot of headshots, like 8 almost.
Yep.
Steel says, yeah, it's closer to 7 shots. It felt underpowered. Okay.
Yeah, see.
I felt so powerful every time I had. So I don't know that I enjoyed the battle rifle so much when I was playing with it, like as opposed to some of the other weapons. So maybe that's why like it seemed to do better when I had it. Jasper says BR was 4 hit if you land all headshots. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. Somebody like Jasper usually right about this stuff. I don't know, but like somebody in the chat that's like a Halo super like multiplayer guy, or in the comment section after the fact, confirm what Jasper said. What were you saying, Louis?
Oh, I was gonna say, you know what I also found interesting about the competitive mode is the damage thing. That I was like, wow, that's gonna be cool. I mean, like if you're like, it's gonna have its own story, like how much damage you take on matches, and it's gonna sum up. When I read that, I mean, when I saw that in the video, I was like, wow, that's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, like people getting all those kills. Yeah, I'm a good killer, but hey, how much damage am I taking too? You know, it's gonna make you a lot more competitive than what you were.
Mm-hmm.
You know, try to protect yourself. That's gonna be amazing too. When I saw that, I was amazed by that.
And I like that everybody has the same starting weapons and no more of this loadout stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's even playing field. So regardless if it is like you're saying, Jasper, like if it was 4 shots, 5, 6, 7, it's gonna be the same for everybody, right? So
yeah.
All right, guys. So you want to just say, hey, we got DC fandom tomorrow. We're gonna get some news. We're gonna get news. Gotham Knights, Suicide Squad.
Hey, can I break in real quick?
Yeah.
With a real quick question. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're not gonna go Thursday acquisition talk here. Okay. But
okay.
Jez just posted 15 minutes ago.
Oh, this is during the show. Okay.
This is during the show. Jez just again, a lot of people in the community don't like acquisition talk, but some main members of the community do post stuff. So I gotta throw this out there. So he posted out a poll. Pure hype. This is him quoting, pure hypothetical, and really think about it. Who would you prefer Microsoft acquired for Xbox out of these 4? Bandai Namco, Sega, Capcom, or Square Enix?
Oh, can we answer this question on the show right now? Okay, so that's great. All right.
Yeah.
So
like I said, we don't need a deep dive. We don't need
again. I need to write them down.
Okay. The options are Bandai Namco, Sega, Capcom, or Square Enix. Your four major players over in Japan.
Okay.
Interesting that he posts this.
That is interesting for Jez to do. You know, shout out to Jez.
Yes.
I saw something else interesting. Somebody real quick. We're getting to
chat. You take part in this too. So I'll run them down one more time. Chat. Just throw it in there. Bandai Namco, Sega.
I'll put the poll.
Capcom or Square Enix. Yeah, put the poll in. Yeah, put the poll in.
Yeah,
I'm stealing Jez's poll for our YouTube chat.
Yeah,
all credit goes to Jez Gordon.
Yeah,
the Windows.
I know my choice. I think me and you, Pong, have the same answer.
This is a tough one.
Also, I want to go to another tweet that was made.
Sorry, Phasma.
From Special.
I didn't bring it up out of the blue.
From Special Nick, also another cool guy. Now this is maybe nothing behind this whatsoever, right?
Yeah.
But he was like, something about would it be cool if, or what? I want to make sure we want to read it the right way.
Yeah, let's read it. Right. Let's read it right. I've got it here somewhere. Well, after our whole conversation here, hold on. I gotta scroll up because we had our whole talk.
Yeah.
Let me find it real quick. You got that poll up in there?
I'm putting it almost done.
Did I post that in Fun Pop or did I just post that to you? I think I posted it in Fun Pop. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did. Pretty sure.
All right, asking the community. Here we go. The poll is live. Also, we're gonna get to this $5 super chat while Pong's looking for this. Appreciate you, Chris Jones, with $5. He says, "Great show as always. Love you guys. Awesome to meet Louis." Yeah, Louis is absolutely awesome. He's happy to meet you too, aren't you?
Yes, I am really happy. Yes, of course.
His mom's
okay.
Happy to
I've got it when you're ready. So
okay, ready. Let's go.
Okay, so this is from Special Nick, over, of course, on Xbox Era. He posted out a tweet this morning, and I came across it this morning. He said, "With DC fandom coming up, what are the chances we get some sort of gaming info, like a Series XS and PS5 update to Arkham Knight or something like that? That was his entire tweet.
Yeah. Now, okay, it's a question he's posting, right?
Yeah,
but it's just like
kind of. He didn't use any question marks. He didn't put any question marks in there.
I don't know. It's when you people that have inside information at times, and then they post things. You kind of always like look at stuff like, okay, but then there may be nothing behind this. But it's interesting because we know there is going to be gaming information tomorrow, including Gotham Knights and the Suicide Squad. 100%. There is going to be gaming information tomorrow. In fact, they've already posted on Twitter about said stuff, but they didn't mention anything about this. But it's also one of the most requested remasters or updated games that we all want is the Arkham Knight series. We all want this Arkham Knight collection, which I think was also just on sale. Updated like 4K 60, because man, those frames sometimes can kill that experience, and also it's a little blurry and stuff. If that game got an update, oh my god, it would be a dream, absolutely a dream. Suicide Squad, Gotham Knights tomorrow. We're gonna get it. Let's get to let's get to this poll, babe. We'll start with Kate. I want to start with Kate. I want to know.
Sega for sure.
Sega, yeah.
100%.
Why Sega?
Sonic, Tetris, and I just looked them all up, and I don't really care about any of their games on any of the other ones.
I don't think it's Tetris. Sega doesn't own Tetris anymore. Like,
yep.
Do they own Tetris? The rights to Tetris?
That's what it says on Google.
Okay.
And Puyo Puyo.
Oh, really? So Sega, yep. Puyo Tetris is Sega?
That's what it says.
There's seriously a game called Puyo.
Yep, Puyo.
Puyo, not chicken, not Puyo.
Puyo.
Yeah, Puyo. Yeah.
Say what?
Maybe I was saying it wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, Sega would be awesome. Like, there's, my dream thing, if Sega, this is off the wall, right? My dream thing is if Xbox acquired Sega, you get Creative Assembly, right? You not only get Creative Assembly, but you also get some of the IPs, which one of them is Alpha Protocol, which was a game that was a cult classic, but also failed to deliver on the promise of what it could be because of budget reasons. Rushed a little bit. Obsidian was the developer who Xbox also.
I was just going to ask you, name the developer. Man.
Obsidian. It was one of my most anticipated games. You're talking about a
mine too.
Spy
day one
thriller RPG. Yep. I was day one on that. So hard.
Yep. I was at GameStop day one.
You used to like look forward to the magazines that were talking about Alpha Protocol. I always look for Alpha Protocol in the gaming mags, right? And it came out and it was like, oh, it wasn't. It was a little bit of a miss on a lot of things, right? But
it was going to be a siphon filter RPG. And I was all about it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, it failed to hit.
So much potential. And if they could make that game be what it should be, it'd be a dream game still to this day. All right. Louis, who you got? Bandai Namco, Sega, Capcom?
Capcom, all the way Capcom. Yep.
Okay. Is there a reason why Capcom?
Capcom has got the Resident Evil franchise, one of the best franchises ever made. No joke. And also the Devil May Cry. Man, they got a whole bunch of stuff there they could bring back, and it's crazy. I love Capcom.
Okay. Awesome. Pong?
Well, I answered in Jez's. I answered underneath his comments, so I answered the same way. So Capcom and Bandai Namco are my two toss-ups. It's a coin flip for me. I don't even play all the Resident Evil games, but I just love what Capcom has IP-wise. Obviously, Power Stone, all the old Dreamcast stuff is sitting there. Again, they've done a complete turnaround. They've got a lot of talent there. Obviously, love to see Capcom. If I had to pick right now, I would take Bandai Namco, but it would be a coin flip. Bandai Namco is an up-and-comer. Again, whatever they've done over there, whatever their management has done, their studio heads have done, they have figured it out. And what they are pumping out right now is quality JRPGs. Quality. We're talking game of the year type quality stuff here. And I love up and coming studios. and up and coming publishers like Bandai Namco. Plus, they've got a gigantic catalog of IP themselves that would be great, including fighters and everything else. Would love to see Bandai Namco. So if I had to choose, I would probably lean Bandai Namco, but I really want Capcom for their old IP. Yeah. Dino Crisis has got to come back.
Oh yes, they got to bring that back.
Power Stone was in their roadmap. And I gotta hope that's coming back. But again, those two are my toss up. Sega for all the reasons you stated, Mav, obviously, but my nostalgia, obviously, I'd just love to see Sega be underneath the Xbox umbrella, and Square Enix just to watch the entire world burn. Okay, that would be.
Would that be the biggest shockwaves if it was Square?
Yeah, by far, hands down.
Because of Final Fantasy and
Capcom would be gigantic. Yeah. And Square Enix would be nuclear. Okay, yeah. Those two are going to cause the biggest kerfuffle of all time. But Square Enix would be nuclear. We would have content for 7 days a week for the next 3-4 months, and then as every game came out, asking whether or not it was going to be on other console. Oh my god, it would be amazing. We would be living off of that forever.
That would be fun. For sure. Like if that happened, just like, oh my god, what world do we live in that like Final Fantasy Tactics is an Xbox IP?
Right.
Like what the fuck? Right? It's just like
it'd be so amazing.
That'd be insane, dude. Amazing. You know?
Yeah.
Psycho, what's your number one, man? Out of those four?
Oh, I would have to say Capcom. Just the IPs alone. I mean, you got Mega Man, Marvel vs. Capcom, Resident Evil. I mean, it just, the list goes on and freaking on and freaking on. And that studio, like, Pong was saying earlier, that from Bethesda that's possibly doing remakes. What better way to grab one of these titles? And they got Monster World too. And be able to remake a game from a Capcom's older IP library, that just be games to be put into Game Pass. Capcom will be a studio that I would look for just for their IPs alone.
Yeah.
Just the IPs
100%, man. Freaking, I've tossed up between Sega and Square, Sega and Capcom, just because of the freaking, like, Sega has a lot more dev talent than people realize with their subsidiaries and stuff like that. So as far as production wise, you're going to get a lot out of Sega. I mean, they have, like I said, they have Creative Assembly. Creative Assembly made Halo Wars, right? Like Halo Wars 2 and stuff like that. You're going to be able to make things like that more possible and stuff, right? IP wise, there's a lot there as well. You could freaking have Skies of Arcadia come back as an Xbox RPG.
I know.
Like, holy shit. Like, thinking about things like that with Sega makes you just freaking go crazy. You got Mega Man. Wait, no, Mega Man's Capcom.
Yeah. Right? Mega Man's Capcom,
Yeah, I'm getting mixed up. All right. So, shifting gears into Capcom, you got Mega Man. You got freaking Dead Rising. You got Lost Planet.
Oh yes, Dead Rising.
Onimusha.
Lost Planet.
Resident Evil.
Onimusha, yeah, we need that back. Onimusha is great.
Onimusha.
Freaking Resident Evil is one of the biggest gaming franchises out there. It's Capcom, right?
Capcom, yeah.
Like
Steel Battalion.
Street Fighter, right? You also have all of those like Capcom versus games, right? Not just Marvel versus Capcom, but they like they had was it
SNK?
There's there's that one, but there was another one on the Wii that I really liked. It was like started with the T, is like an anime thing, like Tetsuo Nuka or whatever. I don't know. I don't.
Oh
yeah.
Oh,
that was a fucking awesome game. I don't remember the characters that were, but they were cool characters. I really liked it. But the Capcom has so much IP. Sega has a lot of
Ghosts
IP.
Ghosts and Goblins.
I think you're getting more dev wise out of Sega. But personally, IP wise, I'm gonna go with Capcom here as well.
Yeah.
So Capcom would be my top choice. Man, hey, I actually liked Lost Planet. I think about what
Lost Planet was amazing.
I think about what that game could be like today.
Yeah, I played the hell out of that game. It's great.
I think about what freaking the other Dead Rising could be today, right?
Yes.
If they announced, if they had a new Dead Rising game come out with all the tech and stuff that's out there now, like Unreal Engine 5 or whatever the hell they want to use, like could you imagine? You know,
That would look great.
So hey, Capcom would be my top choice, but none of these gonna happen, guys. Probably not. You know, maybe like 10% chance. But hey, Jez, thanks for putting that out there on Twitter and letting us steal it from the show.
Poll's pretty tight.
Yeah,
Tied between
poll.
Square.
We're gonna find.
Yeah.
Chris Jones with the $5 super chat says, "Just remember which friend said Microsoft was gonna get Square when it happens."
Told you I give you your shout out, Chris, if it does happen, man.
Yeah,
I got your DM, man.
Square Enix, that would be freaking insane.
Yeah.
Could you got Tomb Raider?
You think ZeniMax was bad? Oh my god.
Yeah.
You would not be able to go on the internet.
Do you know how many spaces there
Twitter?
would be? Do you know how many spaces there would be?
That's all.
Xbox is ruined gaming. Xbox is ruined.
Nobody wants this. Why did they buy blah blah blah? Why did they?
Oh god.
Yeah. That's what you'd hear. Right?
Yep.
God, the
Yeah,
meltdown.
we're here. Final Fantasy's trash.
Yeah.
we don't
Oh
want-
yes.
Who needs a
Wow.
16th one?
It is
Who
a
needs
tie.
that? Yeah.
It's a tie.
Yep.
Only
It's a tie.
22
Yeah.
votes.
Tie.
Yeah.
But it's tie between Square and Capcom.
Yep.
OCD Gamer says Jez must know something because he lived out Take-Two. I think Jez is focusing on Japanese
Eastern,
yeah,
which we know Phil wants. So
Yes.
that's why.
Capcom would be huge.
So
No,
That would be
no,
giant, too.
Square would be huge too, but
Square would be nuclear, dude.
he's just doing
Dude.
like.
Yes.
Here's why though. Out of all of these, they're the ones that have the most like exclusive content coming to PlayStation, right?
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
tied. They're basically PlayStation B. I mean, they
Yeah.
really are with how they treat Xbox with a lot of their stuff.
They give
so.
Xbox crumbs and stuff every once in a while, right? But they like a lot of their biggest deals go on PlayStation, right? Because Square's always willing to deal. They're always willing to wheel and deal, and PlayStation and Square make big deals on some of their biggest franchises, right?
But
And
there's hope.
That's the thing.
But there's hope today, Mav. We're not going
Yes.
to talk about it, but chat, for anybody out there waiting on Final Fantasy 14, if you guys didn't see it, like it's been doom and gloom every other interview they've done with the Final Fantasy 14 teams, right? And every time they get the producers on there, it's doom and gloom when they ask about Xbox. However, today he changed his tune. They had an interview with him and he said they are talking with Microsoft about it and things are positive. So there is hope. There is hope.
Yeah.
So Final
Fingers
Fantasy
crossed.
14, because Phil promised that at XO19.
Yep.
He promised that on stage, live, that was going to get done and that we would have Final Fantasy 14 on Xbox. So
Hey,
hopefully.
let's make it happen. Gamer by Choice with a $5 super chat says, if Microsoft bought any of them, it would be heinous with a capital H. LOL. That's great. Would it be terrible? This person thinks so. Hold on. You guys can't get this.
Nope.
This is what the internet would be. This is what PlayStation
Nation would be like.
fanboys would be doing. And maybe they're doing this. You guys are gonna have to listen to this after the fact.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe they'd be doing this. They turn into the horde. Or maybe this. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop messing. I downloaded these stupid Halloween sounds earlier. Hey, Gotham Knights, Suicide Squad tomorrow are coming.
Yes.
Oh, did you see Suicide Squad? They just released this on Twitter just a
Oh,
little
that's
ago.
new image.
Oh yeah.
So we got Deadshot, we got Harley, we got Captain Boomerang, and King Shark.
And King Shark.
Yeah, so those are the 4 playable characters, right, in the Suicide Squad, and you can play either solo or co-op with your friends. Can't wait to see more tomorrow. And Gotham Knights we're gonna see tomorrow as well. And they did a little teaser video that seemed pretty awesome. There's just like you didn't get to see any gameplay or anything, just like the vibe of that was pretty cool. Gamer by Choice with the $2 super chat. Again, thank you so much. This Twitter Spaces would be lit, salty and messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
Well, hey guys, I think that's gonna probably. Oh, you got something else, Psycho?
I was just gonna say, like, with the whole Batman Arkham, like dealer's been like on the rooftop screaming he wants a 60 frames optimized version of this game for a long time, and and I think I don't know if he alluded to something, but we'll see tomorrow, because that would just be amazing to be able to go back to those franchises,
yes.
to play them at 4K 60, or even just 1440p 60. Holy
Director's cut, $70. Here it comes.
From WB Games?
no,
Yep.
no, it's going to be in Game Pass because they acquired WB.
Hey, that could be a news tomorrow, though. That could be a bomb tomorrow.
Not at DC. They won't.
Not at
They would
DC?
never.
No.
They won't announce that, but
No, not with their games coming out and stuff. They're not going to do anything like that. WB will be down the road after Gotham
Right.
gets out, and after all that stuff gets out. Then if anything is going to go down, it'll go down. So,
Which me and Pong have been talking about some of the stuff, like with possibilities, but we'll get into some of that on
when
a new
the question
show.
is when we can't wait for that to happen. We need that.
Yeah.
We need that bomb.
Hey,
Yeah.
regardless, though, like we know that there's at least two awesome games to look forward to from DC that we're going to find out some information on, and they are coming to Xbox, right? So hey, I'm excited to see those. Highly anticipated. I want to thank. Hey, this chat's been awesome. So we got 50 people here hanging out, having fun with us right now. The chat, you guys rock. Sappho, Last Emperor, Mike Lowry, Geezer. Jesse B, What Just Happened, Back from Dead, Jasper, Sourblow Gaming, also OCD Gamer, Doom Reaper, just a few shout outs. I'm trying to scroll back to make sure I don't get as many people as I can. Chris Jones as well, and thanks for the super chats again, Chris. I appreciate it. You guys all freaking rock. Thank you so much. Appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. All the shows that you watch and hang out with us on, it means a lot. But we have a guest here that was absolutely awesome on this episode, and was super happy that you were able to be here today.
Yes.
I want to make sure that you give a great chance to talk about your show that you're on, Sourblow Gaming, again with that podcast, and also your brand new channel and what you got cooking up.
Well, we're Sourblow Gaming, you guys, every Tuesdays at 7 p.m. You guys, seriously, log on, get in there, and yeah, it's a Spanish channel, of course, but we're working on that. It's pretty cool. And I started a new channel these days. It's my own channel, and we're working on a new project called CST. It's gonna be called Crazy Sour Talk. We still have not put the date on it, but we're gonna work on that. And yes, I'm gonna be doing a couple more videos, get the hang of it. Because seriously, I'm really excited about all this stuff and all these projects. It's gonna be great. I mean, I'm really happy. And yes, I'm really happy, you guys. I mean, seriously, I really appreciate you guys to invite me here. I'm extremely happy to be here with you guys. It's been awesome. I mean, seriously, I'm honored to be here with you guys. Seriously, it's great.
Hey, just keep up that positive energy, dude, because it's a unique thing that you got, right? And not a lot of people can put that like positive and that energy and that excitement out there, right, for the world. And I think that the world needs a lot of that versus this other BS that we were talking about earlier, right? So it's
especially this community.
Yes, especially.
Yes, I mean, I'm with that. I mean, I'm always gonna be positive. I'm always gonna be happy. I love talking about games. I love laughing. I love jumping. I'm crazy like that. I love all that stuff. And yeah, this is something that I love, you guys. It's something I don't like the hate. I'm with y'all. I hate hate. I mean, I don't like it at all.
Yeah, absolutely. And shout out to Vic the Click again with another $2 super chat. Thank you, Vic, as well, for being here. It says, amazing episode, guys, lady, crazy Louis, de lo mío.
De lo mío, de lo mío. Yeah.
So also, I want to make sure a friend of the show has a new show starting as well, and he asked me to, if we can, to make sure we give it a shout out. So shout out to KY Bob as well.
Oh,
and
yes.
he has a new show starting on Thursday. This Thursday, October 21st at 9 p.m. on Xbox Live Party Podcast YouTube channel. He will be hosting new Xbox Live Party USA podcast. The show will be on, the other show that they do is on Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, I think. Is mostly a UK based show to the time of day. So this is going to be their US show, right? That they do, so that way they have more of a capture more of the US audience, and he's going to be hosting that. So shout out to KY Bob as well. Hey, first in my heart, lovely wife Kaitlin, thank you for being here as always, and for making this amazing Halloween overlay. That it was a huge hit with the chat.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thanks, guys. I had fun with it. Thank you, Louis, for coming.
You're welcome.
Thank you, chat. Sorry I was a little quiet tonight. I'm not feeling great. But you can find me on Twitter at KaitlinX0615 and here every Friday night.
Yeah.
So,
Pong Soul,
Yes, sir.
we got something cooking. It's starting on Thursday.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Solo being an awful movie together.
Is that
It's gonna be our first topic.
maybe it will be the first topic. Yeah, I'll give that to you. But hey, we talked a bit about it today, and you're gonna kind of take the little bit of the lead on the hosting of this new show as well. So right, so
Sure, why not? Why not, man? Why not? It'll
I'm
be a
looking
fun time.
forward to that. Like, I'm still gonna run things here from like my setup because like I got it right.
Yep.
But you're gonna kind of take the lead with that. I'm looking forward to that, dude. So I think the community may as well.
Yeah.
Because it's not just Pong Soul, the person that's on a podcast, right? It's Pong Soul with his show, right? And you do that with Steel as well.
Yeah,
right?
because we yeah. It's half and half. Yeah. So,
this is going to be an awesome thing. I'm super looking forward to doing it with you, man. So thank you for agreeing to do this with me, because I know you're already crazy busy, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Why not be a little bit busier, right?
Yeah, why not?
Got nothing else to lose. Nah, man, this is fantastic, fam. Great to be here with you again. Shout out to Lupa, 3-Bit, and Lady. Miss you, love you guys. Hope to have you back soon, and get back to the Magnificent Seven. But Psycho, Mav, and of course Fancy. Sorry you're feeling down tonight, girl, but love you guys and appreciate this Friday night, man. This is the best time to be here. And Louis, dude, just keep doing your thing, man. I already said it, but keep doing it, brother. You got something good going on. And again, as we just talked about, the positivity could be used in this community. You attract people that way. Yeah, you can attract people through negativity, and we see it all the time. But you know what? Positive is what keeps you in the long haul. And that's why we all try to do what we do. Loved to have you on the show, man. Love your thoughts and your enthusiasm, man. Can't wait to see more out of you for sure. So thanks for being here. Chat, phenomenal. I already put it in there, but you guys are phenomenal. Love you guys. Nothing but respect, gamers, coming out here each and every week and supporting us and Fun Speculations channel. Appreciate you all. Look, get ready tomorrow morning. Living split screen, right? We're non-console centric. So guess what? We get to talk about everything. So it was a slow news week, but we still got a ton to talk about because there was a ton of news, especially over the past few days here. Man, what I was filling up the DMs, Steel's DMs with today, we got a lot. And Steel and I are going to make a small topic into a gigantic topic and probably talk for an hour on it. So come by tomorrow morning, get up, just turn us on, lay in bed. I don't care. Close your eyes, but listen to us. 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock Central Time, Living split screen, 3 p.m. UK time. Be there. We're going to have another great show tomorrow morning. Steele's already working on it. He was in our chat as Living split screen. You saw him. That means he's working already, getting things ready to rock and roll. So be there, please, and thank you. Love you all for the support you've given us. And then tomorrow night on the Shop Podcast with PTK Blam, Centurion, and Fuzzy Belvedere, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 o'clock Central Time. Be there or be square. It is a great show. We have a great time there as well. And PTK deserves a lot more audience. The guy's been doing it for 5 years, runs a great podcast. Tuesdays, Xbox Factor Podcast, Double Barrel Gaming, Mr. Boomstick, of course, Zemi Games. Mav is now a part of the panel, right? So we got Mav, we got Zemi, we got Boom, you got myself on there. We got 3-Bit who has returned. And we got Archimedes. That's right. The German sensation is on there as well. So Xbox Factor Podcast, 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 o'clock Central Time. Check us out there. Otherwise, I'll be back next Thursday. Guys, get it in your heads. We got another show on Thursday. I know there's tons of shows, but guess what? Yes. Mav and I got something special cooking up. PM in the PM. That's right. Pong and Mav in the PM. Join us next Thursday. It's 7 p.m. Eastern. Wait, 7 p.m. Eastern? 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
Mav?
7. Yeah, 7.
7 Eastern.
7 Eastern. 7 Eastern. God, I had it in my head. 7 Eastern, 6 p.m. Central Time, PM in the PM on Fun Speculations channel. Come check us out. He and I are going to kick back just like my brother from another Steel and I do on Living Split Screen. We're just going to have some good conversations. It's the golden age of gaming. So be there. And then next Friday, of course, right back here, Xbox Ultimate. See you all soon. Golden age of gaming. Play what you love what you play. And I'm going to talk to you all real soon. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Heck yeah, man. And the mellow fellow from outer space, the one and only Psychonauts, who just got a lot busier recently. So,
oh yeah.
What's up, dude? Where can everybody find you, Psycho?
Yeah, first I just want to say, shout out to Lady, Lupa, and 3-Bit. Can't wait for you guys to come back. We can be, a family whole again, and miss you guys. Chat, you guys have been on fire. Awesome to see everyone come out tonight. You guys were amazing. Louis, you're such an amazing ball of energy. Just it was awesome to have you on the show tonight.
Thank you again. Thank you.
Had a great time with the beta, with the Halo beta, and playing some big team battles. That was awesome. So everyone can find me at Psychonauts 8 everywhere on social media and on Xbox. I have a YouTube channel called the Gamer Chat Podcast. Gamer Chat's one word. Just haven't been doing a lot, but I'm in a better headspace now. So you'll see start seeing things coming out of my channel. And every Wednesday at 7 p.m. you can find me on Fun Pop with Mav and Jasper, and here every Friday 9 p.m. with all these amazing folks and our guests. And thank you everyone for coming out.
Yeah, dude.
What about you, brother?
Well, for me, I want to again say thanks to Louis and to the chat. Again, chat's freaking awesome every week on our shows. And hey, they turned out for FSP, which was our first episode of FSP last week, was an amazing turnout for our first show. It just astounded me, guys, that you come through like that and have this fun with us when we're not only talking about Xbox, we're talking about other things. And we're gonna have another awesome show tomorrow on FSP. We got Phasma, and we got Fuzzy Belvedere, and we got Key as well. And we're gonna have we already got the topics lined up. It could change though, depending on what happens at DC Fandom tomorrow. We may get excited about some stuff and have to talk about that. But hey, those guys did an awesome job on our first show together, and I'm super excited to be back again tomorrow with them. And just overall with this channel, everybody here, thank you so much, because it's absolutely means a lot. You guys exceed expectations all the time with support for this channel and the interactivity and all that stuff. And we have a full slate now because of you, right? We have grown the channel to include more shows, and this is going to be what it's going to look like for the foreseeable future with the slate that we got. It's been a dream of mine to have something like this. Ever since I started the channel, this was what I had envisioned, doing something with multiple shows and all this kind of stuff, and really putting all of that effort and stuff into it. So the fact that you guys are helping make that possible with showing up and likes, shares, and whatever kind of support you guys show is absolutely amazing. So we got Xbox Ultimate, which will always be a mainstay beacon of fun speculation. We got FSP on Saturday, which is wow. I think that future of that show is going to be so awesome with the people that we have. We got Fun Pop on Wednesdays to talk about movies and all this amazing stuff. We know we're going to have a lot of fun on Wednesday talking about DC fandom. And our last show was a blast there with Jasper and Psychonauts. And then we have PM in the PM with this man, Pong Soul, who has agreed to join me. It is something I've wanted to do ever since we kind of met, to be honest with you. But he just kind of took off, and he's had so many things I was afraid to ask. He came through. He's like, "Hey, let's just do it." He worked around his schedule. He made changes and stuff with his work schedule to make this work for us to be able to do this thing. Absolutely astounding. And based on the reaction we had from our first other show we did together, the acquisition show, I'm hoping like it feels as natural as that did in it, because it's absolutely awesome. You and Steel got something special on Living Split Screen. I only hope we can match that as well with PM in the PM starting on Thursday, and then tidbits on Monday, guys. If you want to find out the games that are coming ahead for the week and have fun with me and sometimes Fuzzy Belvedere, come hang out on Mondays. And that's the slate for fun speculation, guys. Trying to bring it to you, and I appreciate everybody here for making it possible. And panel, chat, love you all.
Yep.
Take it easy. Have a good one. Bye-bye.